Good evening, everyone. We are live. I know it's early, but fuck it. Why not? So, good brother Eric Zombro here with us today, who's thankfully feeling better. And we were rooting for you last night, buddy. You're always
I
in our thoughts.
I appreciate that, guys.
Always in our thoughts, buddy. You know, uh, this insane world, like we were just talking about backstage, to be honest with you, where does it end, if nobody here, that comes in as followed Timcast anymore or Timcast IRL podcast, whatever it's called. The big ticket one today is this nonsense. Yeah, Paramount Plus is sponsoring drag queen event with children dancing on stage for money. So I don't know if I could play this without getting in shit. So I'm gonna just drop the link rather than play it for you guys. But yeah,
That's See, that to me is just it's not just wrong. It's as wrong can be. It's 180 degrees from right. Like you can't you can't be as. It's just absolutely mind-bogglingly wrong.
yeah,
And the people
and,
that promote it should be investigated as pedophiles. It's
and this is just
disgusting.
the tip of the iceberg. Have you guys ever heard of this Desmond kid? His
Oh, is that?
parents
Yeah, that's
dressed
the
him.
one. That's that one in New York or something, right?
Yeah,
Who's
they've
Yeah,
dressed him up as drag for years. They've had him in strip clubs,
yeah.
adult strip clubs with fucking grown gay men throwing money at him. And this is
It, it's crazy. It's insanity.
insane. And if you can see on the side here, now I'm a big fan of the quartering. I enjoy Jeremy's content a lot. And to be honest with you, I know these guys are a bit of what we would consider fence riders, but at the same time, they still kind of keep things in the lines of sanity, right?
Right.
Between Tim and the quartering, and there's a lot of guys like they do sit on the fence a bit, and I understand that they just want the same things most of us all want: peace, happiness, and prosperity, right?
Right.
They don't care about the politics. They think the politics are as fucked as they come. Doesn't matter who you vote for. And these guys they're worth watching. And I mean, if you don't want to sub to them, that's fine. But at least go listen to a few clips, maybe watch a few of their videos or streams that they have. Because let's be honest, this is where we're going to find our truth tellers right here. Like, I mean, I know YouTube censors and bans a lot of people, but this is the only place you're going to find it. People
That's
calling a
true.
fucking spade a spade. And, these guys are the ones doing it. And I mean, if you hadn't noticed this one from Ethan Klein here or about Ethan Klein, yeah, this is a guy who had a huge following, right? Ethan Klein from the H3 podcast, huge following, was a very openly spoke person about free speech and the things are insane. He was a fence rider, right? But he made fun of it. The group made fun of it, and they got popular. This guy's had Jordan Peterson on his stream like fucking 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Uh, and all of a sudden, he went turbo woke. Now he's a turbo leftist. He removed the videos where he interviewed fucking Jordan Peterson because
That's
they
right.
were they were at least common sense talk then. And now he's basically shunned everyone that thinks like us. And he goes out and openly attacks them, like Jeremy from the quartering, Tim Pool,
And
um,
salty cracker he has a problem with too.
yeah, Salty Cracker. Basically, if you're on the fence or even leaning towards what you call the right, which I think we really need to change the terms on that
I
because
would even think just saying if you lean toward common sense,
yeah,
they're
if you
attacking
lean,
you.
yeah. So, like I said, anybody now is fair game because he's obviously being paid by the left somehow, right?
Yeah.
YouTube, YouTube, if I were to say half of what this guy said, and if
You'd
any
be
of these
banned.
other big creators were to say it, they'd be gone in an instant. We literally have to build a fucking dictionary to be on here of new language speak, right? This guy can say anything, anything. And the other day, he basically told people to go bomb the freaking
Oh, the
the
NRA
NRA.
speech and meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah. What did he get? He only got in trouble for like a week or something like that,
one
right?
week
5 days.
suspension.
Yeah.
1 week suspension.
Flip the script. Just say it's like a feminist rally or something, and a conservative says something like that. Can you
Yeah.
imagine the uproar?
Dude, hey, like I said, actually, if you watch a couple of the videos previously, say from like yesterday from Jeremy here at the Quartering, um, he can't even say Amber Heard and Johnny Depp without fucking getting yellow flagged. So he gets demonetized instantly just for saying their names,
Insanity.
right? But these other guys that are on the leftist side of YouTube, they can do whatever the fuck they want. There's no stopping them,
Right.
right? And I mean, let's be honest. I've stated more than once that I don't ever expect you know, um, any MGTOW or red pill creator to be monetized. A couple of them have slipped through the cracks, which we've talked about the other day on One Fast Act stream. Um,
Yeah, I didn't see
and
that.
but guys, it's not worth it. Like to build a whole new language to basically water down your message so it's not, you know, as forthcoming. Like you're basically skewing the truth, right off the hop. So it's insane. Oh, I want to say hi to everybody. We got MGTOW Outlaws here and Miami 4 Speed, of course. Mr. Stone Reaper. Hello, gentlemen. Sorry for the short notice. Brother D
How are you
Man.
guys? Good to see you.
Brother D Man's here. And yeah, guys, this insane world, like we're going into it with fucking both feet and full throttle. This fucking bus is going off the cliff, as you know from yesterday with you know, Justin Castro there. Which, by the way, if you looked at the thumbnail that I gathered up quickly, don't they look an awful lot alike?
Oh yes. Now,
Oh my god!
the bill that he proposed, was it voted on and passed, or is it
No,
just
no,
under? Is it
no.
just under proposal right now?
That's just it. It won't matter. They didn't get the last bill passed. They just pushed it through. They just
Oh, so
pushed it
he's
through.
doing like executive orders and shit, like Biden's doing and what Obama did.
Hey, Chrome. No, no. Well, that's just it. We don't generally have that. Like, there's things about Canada that's quite different when it comes to politics, right? Like, we don't have the Constitution. We have, a different set of bills, and really, gun ownership is not in there. Now, there's a few things in there that do go against what he's doing,
Yes,
but they don't care. And like you said, yes, bills do have to be passed and put to a vote normally, but he doesn't care. They're
right.
just doing it. So
Crazy.
if, like I stated the other night, if the police force and the army doesn't say, you know what, no, we're not going to violate, our Charter of Rights, which is what we have, and this is a clear violation of the Charter of Rights, until basically the government to go fuck themselves,
Then it's a dictatorship.
and it's going to go through. It'll happen
Yeah,
no matter what. I'm willing to bet that my favorite gun store nearby will be empty by the end of today. It'll
that's
be empty.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, it's a sad world we live in, man.
Oh,
Sad world.
they're flipping out down here because Oklahoma banned abortion.
Good. Yeah.
And I mean, you name it. Everyone and their uncle is from other states, not from Oklahoma, but from other states are crucifying Governor Stitt.
For banning abortion,
Yeah,
for protecting the most innocent of lives and putting the
yeah,
responsibility on the parents.
right.
Well, especially the
And
mother.
yeah, they were calling Putin and everything else like that. And
Yeah.
so I sent this thing about comparing him to Putin. I said that's actually a pretty good comparison. I said Putin banned abortion, built 30,000 churches, protected his people that were living across the border in Ukraine. Yeah, I would take that as a compliment. And then then the guy blocked me.
That's awesome. Yeah, the way I see it, if somebody, blocks me immediately, like yesterday, I put in the whole, spiel about the gun grab thing. And
Right,
I had two people in my local community who, immediately pop up and fucking talk about the same bullshit every leftist talks about, right? I don't need it, so it doesn't affect me. Today, this doesn't affect you. You're right.
right.
Tomorrow, it
And,
might.
and you know what's funny though, Chris, is like when Trump got elected, all those retards in California, Oregon, and Washington State tried getting guns because they thought the end was near, and then they realized just how difficult the laws are to actually get a gun, and like many of them couldn't because they didn't pass the background checks,
Hmm.
and it was eye opening. Like they all want the stuff banned, but then when they need it, they want it readily accessible. So
Yeah.
trust me, the people that you were talking to, when they want it, they're gonna be crying havoc as to why it's so hard to get a gun or why
Yep.
they can't have one.
Yep. And I mean, it doesn't end there, right? Like here specifically, I can talk about this area specifically because, I hear about it and I live it, right? We have a lot of people that own dogs. We're out in the, back 40. Lots of people own dogs, right?
Yes.
So, you know, that's not an uncommon thing to see. Even sometimes you'll see them walking around the street. Well, last year they wanted to propose a bill where even if your dog was just barking, right? Your neighbor could report it. They will come fucking take your dog.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the uproar. And do you know what I posted? The exact same thing I get from leftists when I talk guns. Well, I don't have a dog, so it doesn't affect me, so I'm just going to vote for it. It's kind of annoying, you know? It
Right.
upset me.
But
I
you know what
couldn't
else it
sleep.
shows though too, Chris? Is they value a dog over a human life.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's shocking. You've said it before many times. You would get in more trouble for slitting a puppy's throat than do killing a kid.
Yes, you would. Yes. Right now, well, like I said, they were trying to bring in the bills down in the States where they would be able to have an
After birth.
abortion.
Yeah.
Yeah, a post-birth abortion for up to 3 months to a year in some places.
Jesus Christ.
If you took a 3-month-old dog down to the parliament and slit its throat, you would go to jail for 25 years. You do that with a baby, you're in a
Yeah.
hard time.
You're
You
strong
know,
and brave.
you're strong and brave. Um, this is a society problem,
Yeah.
right? She was oppressed. There you go. We'll go with that one. And
Yeah,
yes,
abreast.
yes, Bob. I know I got nerve, buddy. But you know what? There's a big gap between what's going on here this morning and what's going on last night, and between Terrence Pop's stream that's coming on at 5. So we won't be going that long because everybody's going to catch Pop's stream. But I thought we'd just come in and go do some fucking theory crafting, I guess we can call it, about the insanity that's going on. You know what I mean? So I'll open up the chat to you guys and wanted to say hi to Eric because Eric hasn't been feeling well for the last couple of days. So I'm glad he's feeling better and come back and join us.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, but I'm having a lot of issues, as you know.
I
But
do, buddy.
I'm gonna have everything taken care of after the meetup,
Well,
so
that's good.
it should go good that way.
That's good, buddy. I want you guys to have a hell of a lot of fun when you go down there. Honestly, I've seriously kind of triple thought about how would I sneak across the border.
Um,
Like I got no problem sneaking across the border. It's once I get across, right? I have no idea where the fuck I am. So yeah.
well, what you'd have to get over from the West Coast to Toronto to sneak down, right?
Yeah, but I can go across the country, no problem. It's my country. I can fucking drive across there. That's no problem.
Right.
The problem comes is once I get to the other side, because I can't bring my car with me, right?
Ah,
So
yes.
I'd have to
Now
go
I got
across
you.
on foot. Let's welcome Mr. Outlaw. Hello, sir.
Hey, how we doing?
Oh, well,
Outlaw, how are you?
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you. Great video today, man, and yesterday.
I cannot complain.
yeah, well, that's good. No, your Minuteman video,
I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
it touches it
Oh,
should
yeah.
touch home to a lot of people, man. It really
Oh, yeah.
should.
Gotta be ready for this stuff, man.
So,
It's like a minute, man.
well, it's too late now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Me and Indy talked about the other night. Like, Jesus Christ, it was almost like fucking premonition. We talked about it backstage the other night, and the next day we fucking hear that they're doing the gun grab and fucking everything's going into turmoil and shit like that. It's like, it's about to get ugly, and it's too late to learn skills and fucking plant your garden once shit already hits the fan. Because
Yep.
this food shortage is still going on. It's going to increase. They're going to use all the monkeypox as their new fucking COVID, but they're still trying to lock down more with COVID already. That's already starting to make a resurgence.
Yeah, my daughter in New York, they're having some more lockdowns with COVID and the monkeypox. But she can't wait to get the heck out of there. She can't wait.
And you know what we talked about the other night about states dividing up, right? That's literally the only way I see any of your, well, especially your guys' states. Now here in provinces, we can kind of do the same thing, right? But
yeah,
that's the only way you're going to save any part of your country, even a small piece of it.
If it does come to that, I think Texas would secede, and then you would have it would basically be most of the South, like from the Civil War. Most of the South would immediately jump right with them, because Texas and Oklahoma would go, Kansas would go, Louisiana, Mississippi, even Missouri and Nebraska.
Yeah,
they would go.
Oh yeah.
And then I definitely think Georgia and Alabama would go. Florida. I'm not sure about like the Carolinas, because a lot of people from New York and the Northeast have been flooding the Carolinas.
Yeah, bringing their blue pill fucking philosophy with them, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the downside.
Same thing with Virginia. Virginia's a blue state.
Well, if any of these states are willing to take immigrants, I know a lot of Canadians that'll definitely come down. You just have to give them amnesty.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I'll fucking absolutely fucking wave your flag. No problem. No problem. Yeah,
God,
liberate.
No, it's true.
It's true. Like we've been getting, of course, the Democratic fucking immigrants up here, right? Which Trudeau and them just love. But yeah, I'm totally fine with, you know, the Republican style voting, I guess, population to absolutely fucking separate themselves. I'm totally fine with that. The way I see it.
I see it happening, definitely. And I think within my lifetime.
Yeah, if like Hemi's saying here, if they would take Canadian refugees, we're fucking in. We are in, dude.
Oh
yeah. just point us in the right direction and we'll be there.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as they're tied to this fucking federal government, no thanks.
Yeah, no, it's just it's getting outrageous. It's getting outrageous.
It is. And like I said, these are all fucking history lessons. This has happened before. It'll happen again, as long as we keep things going the way they're going. Right?
Yep.
It's just different faces. Same story, different faces. Different eras.
Yep, exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
They've castrated the population, so now there's no warriors left to fucking stand up against them, right? Oh, we
Yep.
have a very special and rare guest, Mr. Hammy Four-Speed. Hello, sir.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Afternoon,
hello,
gentlemen.
sir.
Hey, Hemi, how are you? Good to see you.
Good to hear from you, Eric. It's good to hear you're feeling better. I've been missing your presence around for a little bit.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
As a matter
especially
of fact,
during these
I was
times.
just thinking about you today, looking through the Discord, saying Easy's not on the Discord. But I'm like, wonder where he's been. But yeah, it's so good to hear from you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I had trouble with my Discord, so I had to delete it. It kept making my phone crash.
Ah,
Yeah.
I think we just got Brother Angler on it today, but he's having a tough learning curve with it. But
Yeah.
I hope
We
he
just
doesn't
got
get
Ike too. I
discouraged.
think.
Yeah, Ike just joined
Maybe.
us yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Hammy, what are your thoughts? I mean,
So
you're over in
I wanted to
Ontario, right?
explain. I wanted to explain one thing to Eric there about how our government is right now. Right now, we have a liberal minority, and typically they would be handcuffed, not being able to really do anything. But they're in bed with another party right now, who's basically going to rubber stamp whatever they do. So
Right.
it's like they have a pseudo majority right now, which no one ever gave them a mandate for, right? So it's
Right.
like a ultimate betrayal of anybody who voted NDP or which is not really our conservatives. They're like there used to be a Labor Party, but that's since changed.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the little goslings out here today. Oh, it's a beautiful day out, a little warm, but yeah, I wanted to clarify that how our gets running right now. We
Yeah, you
gave
have the
the
two
idiot
parties working together.
with the minority basically to say that we really don't trust you to do anything. And
What the fuck is that?
that's Papa Duck.
That looks
It's
like a duck crossed with a seagull crossed with a crow. What the fuck are you breeding over there?
That's a Muscovy duck. There's a ruined duck. A pecking duck. Papillon chasing a duck, and and there's another Muscovy hen in there. We had more, but the foxes get at them, right?
So you got the
life.
ducks and Shinobi's got the chickens. Got it.
Yeah, the neighbor has the chickens next door. Chickens are kind of messy and stinky. Ducks are fun as fuck, right? But we're not really fans of. I like to eat the chickens, but don't want to raise them.
Yeah.
They bring rats, believe it or not. If you got chickens, you're gonna have rats. And,
Really?
Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
because the feed outside, like chickens are pretty messy with their feed, so they kick it all around. And the
Yeah.
rats are like opportunistic, so the rats will be all around the hen house and usually killing baby chicks.
Yes.
But if they'll also
Yeah.
get into your house and go after your cold cellar and shit in the winter months. So I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan. Not a big fan.
Okay. Makes sense. So
Well, I know with the
Oh, there's a boat. Boat will be out soon. Maybe next weekend we'll get the boat out.
nice. So Hammy,
Well, I know with
I
the-
gotta. Sorry, go ahead, Ola.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. Well, I know with the chickens that we had, we were bad to have hawks pick them up and take them off.
Right. Yeah, you'll get birds around. Chicken, rats. Everybody I know with chickens has rat problem. That's just no thanks. Well,
I suppose
anyway.
it's mostly the grain that attracts them, right?
Yeah, the chicken grain. A lot of their it's seed. Like a lot of their food is seed based, and little rodents love seeds, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. That makes sense. So Hammy, I gotta ask, what's the talk down there on your end of the world when it comes to the whole gun grab thing?
well, Ontario is a different breed. Most of the people here, their only exposure to guns, like Ontario is the place where the vote is in the cities. It's not in the rural, right? The rural people, guns are a tool. They have a purpose. Um, people are rather friendly with the notion of gun, but the urban environments, their only exposure to guns is through crime. So they think all guns are people crime, right? And
Right.
so that, and it just happens to be that they're the ones that control the votes. So yeah,
Well, and that's what I
we're
was saying
stuck here in Ontario.
Yeah,
last
it's
We'll
like New
year.
willfully
York.
give them up here.
Yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
morons in New York. Like
Yeah.
they're so they're so entrenched in their belief that if you just get rid of guns, the criminals will get rid of them too. And if you have gun-free zone signs up, the criminals aren't going to do anything. Like
Yeah,
they're just so entrenched in their belief and just so stupid at when you even when you explain it to them, like, okay, you unarm the citizenry, you're still going to have criminals.
Yeah.
They just don't
Yeah.
seem to get it. Get it.
No, they don't understand it at all. And
It's
they're told that most criminals have firearms from stealing them from legal gun owners, right? That's bullshit
Yeah.
all around.
that's a myth. That's an absolute myth.
All around. There are some, just like I said, man, it's these half truths that they fucking throw out there and then spin them
Yeah.
into whole fucking lies, or
Yeah.
they accentuate them, type of thing. The amount of firearms that were used in Canada that were stolen from legal gun owners is like
Very small.
2%.
Yeah, it's the same
2%.
thing that they do in Chicago. They
Yeah.
blame Indiana and the surrounding states for all of the problems. And they say it's all this violence and guns coming from Indiana. It's just not true. It's just not true.
Yeah.
we're not
Well, they
really
get
known
people.
we're not really known for gun crime here in Canada. I looked up some statistics the other day, and it was like less than 300 in 2018 homicides by firearms nationwide. Like Chicago does that in a weekend or whatever, right? Like we don't we're not the same. We're the guns up
No.
here. It's a total different mentality with guns. Everybody that gets one has to take a safety course, to get your PA out. The RPAL is even more restrictive. Most guys will tell you, don't even bother with the RPAL because that's how the one you easily get criminal charges with, because you just make a mistake. You do something silly and that you can normally do with your long gun, and you end up with a criminal record.
Not only
like-
that, but when you get the restricted, like I stated last night, they have a open warrant to walk in your fucking house any time of the day or night and say, now we're going to go through a checklist to make sure your restricted firearms are locked up properly.
Yeah, everything. The whole shebang. Like, even if you made an ammunition mistake, it's like you're held to a higher scrutiny with the RPAL.
Yeah.
Like,
New York too. Like if you have it in, like, you have to have it in a certain case in the back of your car in a separate locked case. If you don't have a lock on it, you committed a felony. Like, it's insanity.
It's stupid.
Most guys I know said it wasn't worth the hassle to go for the pistol license. The
Yes.
home defense shotgun was fine enough. And pretty much anybody can get a shotgun if you're, got a clean record. And well, they run back. If you haven't had a recent divorce or a bankruptcy, anything like that.
No, the fact that they had to put this shit in there even from the beginning. I mean, it's all about the conditioning, right? It's just like yesterday when they made that speech. That lady got up there and said, 28% of all fucking violent crimes against women were done with firearms.
Not
That's
true.
a lie. That's a lie.
What?
Yes. And when a woman can go in and say without any fucking bit of proof whatsoever that she has now been violated in some way by a man, and it's taken as biblical, right? It's literally as true can get. Well, no wonder you have so many fucking crimes against women. But see, sorry, go ahead, Outlaw.
Oh no, go ahead, man. I must be coming in like later on.
Like I was saying, like fucking, these are inflated numbers. They're inflated for a reason because they want them inflated. It's just like the COVID fucking thing. They wanted that number inflated, so now everybody stopped dying from everything else. But you ask a leftist to look at this logically, and dude, like I said, they used to say Republicans were in a bubble. These people are in a bubble dug underground with a steel cage around it.
Oh yeah.
Hammy,
Just referring to your inflated number. if you look at, like, you know how they'd say, oh, 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 college students will be,
Rapade?
yeah, raped or whatever. If you look up the Cleary Act, Hamster did a video on this. If you look up the Cleary Act, it's not like 1 in 5 or 1 in 20 or 1 in 3. It's like 1 in 480 or something like that. And these are numbers from the Justice Bureau and the FBI statistics. Like, these are the real hardcore numbers. And if they lie, they don't get any federal funding. So, like, if they lie and misrepresent themselves, they lose, federal money. So, like, this is actual facts on the ground, the Cleary Act. And, they just outright lie. It's just an outright fabrication.
Yeah, it is.
And they do it, with a smile on their face, because they know they're going to get money.
Yeah, and like we've stated before, when it comes to adding people to the books, right? Adding the numbers. When it came to social workers and family courts and shit like that, it's all designed to keep adding to their numbers, and that's all they care about. Because they get paid by the numbers. So when they inflate shit, or essentially remove the rule book altogether of what would be considered a act of aggression or a rapé or whatever the case may be, they change it so that any act that you've been a willing participant of or not is now considered rape. Well, fuck. And it doesn't have any time limit on it. That means that but here's the thing. If I were to go back and say, well, my first girlfriend, who at the time, I think we were 9, and she took my V card, that was rape, they would look at me and laugh. But if that came from her, it'd be a totally
swap
different
that
story.
around, though. Exactly.
Totally
swap that around. You're going on the cross.
Yeah, going on the cross. And that's how they get these inflated numbers. And like I stated, in Ontario, we lost Hemi because his connection killed out. In Ontario, they literally posted it in the newspaper, stating from the fucking police that if you even have regret sex from 20 fucking years ago, come in with your allegation and we'll make it work. What the fuck? Are you serious? And that flew, man. That's now fucking law.
And what's sad is there's going to be women who do it, and there are going to be men who lose their lives over it.
Tens of thousands.
I don't mean like their breathing addiction. I mean like their career, their family.
Because all it takes is an allegation.
Their freedom. Yeah, all it takes is an allegation. You are guilty until proven innocent, and you're still guilty.
Dude, you're guilty after you're proven innocent. Look
exactly.
at the because it's literally a legendary one in my mind. Look at Mattress Girl, right?
Oh God.
From day one, they had text messages where she was trying to instigate sexual activities with this young guy who was in college.
And the only reason it's a damn good thing he saved all the texts and emails.
Yes, but they had that for months and months and months, and they just let it go on. He lost his access to his school. He's still limited right now, even though he was proven innocent. He's still limited right now because the allegation was still on his record.
Yep.
So jobs won't hire him. She got to carry on this fucking lie for months, if not years. And now she's put out a book stating that she's a victim again because no men want anything to do with her because of the false allegations she carried on for years. And she's still a victim. Right. And she's still getting fucking publicity as a victim.
But when you glorify victim mentality, this is what happens.
Yeah.
This is why I say if any false allegation, like provably false allegation, it should be punishable by at least 5 to 7 years mandatory.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Yeah. Yep.
Mandatory jail time.
You think you'll ever see that?
Oh God, no. That's like the DNA testing. You'll never see that either because the feminazis will go crazy.
Yeah, because you'll be proven that they're lying.
Of course.
And we can't have that. But
they say it'll cause violence to women.
As emperor, that will all fucking change instantly. Just so you know. We take this bitch back. That all goes away. Just think of how many lives we're going to save. Right there. If we made
Heck
the
yeah.
law even and fair for men and women, just think of how many fucking men's lives we're going to save.
Yep.
Fucking countless. We literally can't fathom a number. Like I said, here in Canada, 3,900 or something, or 3,300 suicides every year are linked to the family courts. Every year.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that for a second.
Golly.
So imagine, yes, but look at our population size compared to your guys's.
Yeah, what are you? 43 million, right?
43 or 48 million. You guys got
something with-
340 million. That's a
Yeah.
big fucking difference.
It's
So imagine what.
Yeah.
probably more like 360 when you add in the illegals that they say aren't here, but really are.
Right. So now let's run your guys' numbers. What do you guys have for a percentage of suicides every year? It's like fucking 300,000 or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So that means
Yeah.
there's probably 300,000 to roughly 240,000 that are all linked to family courts every fucking year.
Freaking insane.
And it's not just the men that are going through it, but the kids as well. They like here they listed it as both men and children, right? That commit suicide because they were going through shit with the family courts. The kids suffer too. The kids suffer the most.
Yep.
They had no say in any of this.
Yep.
But that's the insanity these governments want. They want you castrated, demasculated, and separated from your children so that the next generation is easier to fucking control, or easier to transgender, or easier to fucking influence to do weird fucking transgender shit. Right?
Yep.
Well,
We're just talking crazy here, right?
Yeah, well, the conspiracy theories I've seen lately is that those police were held back to create anger about weapons in the hands of the populace, so that people would be more on board with the how would you say confiscation route by the government.
Yeah,
that's some of the theories I've been reading.
Well, unfortunately, before we lost Hemi Four-Speed there, he was stating that in the city of Ontario, right, the major metropolis, those people just hand over whatever the government tells them to hand over.
Isn't
They're
that
compliant. Sad? They're super compliant, right? And that's exactly
sad.
What they want everywhere.
Yes.
But the further you spread out from a metropolis, the more logical people become. Why? Because they're influenced less by the mass media, the fucking government fucking people, the influencers online, right? The indoctrination fucking teachers. They're influenced less. So the further you go out, the more sane people become. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We're just talking crazy, right?
Yeah, just totally not, not a real opinion, but just crazy talk.
We're just rambling off on theories here. It's all theories because.
But like that guy, like Beto said in Texas when he was running for president. Heck yes, we're gonna take your AR and your AK, and as he put on some of the morning talk shows, he said that he was sure his patriotic citizens would be more than happy to comply with a mandatory buyback.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Because nothing says patriotic like total and utter fucking
compliance.
And compliance. Yeah, nothing says patriotic.
Yeah.
Because we've never seen a politician that's corrupt, right? Or has done things to benefit themselves or their buddies or anything like that. That didn't happen anywhere, right? Right?
Nope.
You know what, guys? I don't know about the rest of you, but I heard something the other day where a person said, I have to get new conspiracy theories because my old ones came true. I feel like that myself. So anybody got any new conspiracy theories that we can adopt?
Well, what was that thing that Alex Jones said? He's like, the conspiracy theories now only take 3 months to come true, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, Pop said it as well. He was like, the difference between conspiracy theory and fact is usually 3 to 6 months, and then they
Yeah.
posted one that only took 36 hours. From 36 hours to go from that's a conspiracy theory by right-wing fucking extremists to here's the black and white to prove that they were on the money.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's craziness. It's craziness. But again, if it comes down to it, that the people who are so willing to give up their long-range hole punchers need him, they're going to be crying. They're going to be crying foul as to why it's so hard to get them. You know, like in a shit hits the fan scenario, they're going to be like, well, we need this, we need that. Why can't we have them? You know, and they're going to be the first ones begging for help, and it's all going to be laid at their feet because they were so compliant.
Well, I mean, we're seeing now what happens when it really affects women, and I got to be honest with you. As much as I hate the idea of it, I know we've spoken a few times with guys here, and they've all said, you know, it's going to have to get a lot worse before it'll ever come back to getting better, and they're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is going to have to get a lot worse, and Quebec is really fucking showing their hand of what worse looks like with that Bill 100, right? Now it's not just fathers losing their kids. Now the mothers will lose their kids too. And
now it's a problem.
No, maybe you shouldn't have castrated and fucking disarmed all the men around you. You know, maybe you shouldn't have fallen for the state's fucking, you know, bribe and decided to fucking throw all your men under the bus and call them toxic. Just a thought. Oh, sorry. A theory.
Well, look. Just look at what happened in New York City. That woman was attacked on the subway.
Yeah.
On video.
Yeah.
And no one stepped in.
Yeah.
Like when you trash men, when you say that we don't need you, we don't want you, when you say they're all rapists, when you attack men to the point that they just nope out of every situation, this is what happens.
Yep.
And as I said, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, because
unless it's a member of my family, I ain't lifting a finger for anyone. I'll help him. I'll help a stranded guy on the side of the road, but I don't trust any woman. No way. After that poor bastard in Australia. Or what about that guy up in Oregon?
Which one was this?
The tour guide. He led like a tour group in like a hiking trail. Girl fell off the trail, fished her out of the water. You know, she was like, he had to do CPR, so he had to cut her clothes. He cut her clothes to get access to do chest compressions. She sued him for sex assault and won.
Oh my God. Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious.
Holy fuck. You got to send me the link to that one.
I'll dig it up again. I was shocked.
Are you though?
No, but
are we shocked anymore? Like I said, the Australian thing was a big eye opener for me. I mean, they had the video evidence, just like the police here in Ontario would, right? They had the video evidence to fucking clear the guy instantly, but they were like, no, let's try to make it stick.
Held on to it.
Let's try to make it stick. Yeah. Let's try to justify her fucking.
But that guy lost everything. And the girl just wife, job, everything.
Kids, everything for a fucking helping a woman for like 3 hours.
Yeah, and nothing happened to her. She just, like nothing major happened to her.
Nothing. She didn't spend a fucking day in jail.
No.
She didn't lose anything. If anything, she probably gained some fucking fans, some subscribers on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And by the way, guys, if you feel like donating, PayPal's linked in the top. And I think I put my email and stuff out there enough. If you guys ever want to join in on a conversation or start one, by all means, send me an email or a message. Let's talk about it, and we'll see if we can set up a show, man. Sorry, guys. Go on. Had to shill, right?
No, you got to shill.
Got to shill.
We make it a rule in our own business that if you're going to go to a customer's house and it's a woman, we always bring another woman with us to make sure that you have a witness there in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, because they
Just
wouldn't
good
believe another
business
man.
practice.
They wouldn't believe another man.
Right.
They
Right.
dismiss him instantly. If you brought another man into the fucking situation, they would argue and dismiss his claim, and you would be still fucked.
Yes.
Well, you're
Yep.
fucked even with another woman and video footage. So where the fuck is the line? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you have,
Yeah.
like we've seen from the Australia thing, right? And I'd really like to look into this other one. Like you literally can't save them. As according to that one from Eric, like you literally can't save them because you could end up in jail for a false accusation or a sexual assault claim.
Yeah.
So you just let them die. Fuck it.
Yeah.
They don't realize it until it happens to them for some fucking reason.
You would be amazed at just in the cabinet industry by going and meeting customers who are women who live by themselves at how many advances and passes they make on us trying to measure how much it happens.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
I can believe it. My brother does tree service. He's tree service sales for a company in New York. He now whether he's boasting or it's true. He's not the most handsome man in the world, but he's saying he gets hit on a lot. So I believe that totally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's crazy, man. You just got to take precautions, take common sense and precautions, and watch yourself out there.
I think it was Pop who said that eventually it's going to be that you're going to need a body camera just to exist in society.
We already need that.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys ever watched the show Uploaded?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
I believe I can play a clip for you here, actually, because
I don't believe I have.
let me just do a little search here, and I will try to find you guys a clip of this Uploaded. But in the show, I'll describe it to you at the least. In the show, Tinder works as more or less a fuck buddy system, right? They don't date or anything. They just get together and fuck. But they put these cameras on their chest. Once they take off their tops, they put these cameras on their chest and activate them, and then state into the camera that they're doing this willingly.
Oh, like
it's a sex cam. It's like a body cam just for sexual meetups.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And they give consent into each other's camera.
That's what I meant. A consent video so that they don't get accused of rape.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But it's not. But it's understandable.
We need that now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to find it, dude. As soon as I saw this, I was like, "That's today. This isn't the future. This is today." You know what I mean? We absolutely fucking need this right now. Let me see if I can find it. No, I can't seem to find a clip. There's a lot of stuff about sex camps, and I'm not finding the right stuff, guys.
Yeah, you got to be careful on that search.
Yeah. I'm just looking for that clip from the TV show. But if you guys go check out the TV show itself, I don't remember what station it's on, but it's called Uploaded. And yeah, they literally have to do this every time they have a sexual encounter. And it's basically like, well, I mean, Tinder's not too far off from it right now, right? And let's be honest, this idea of having a body cam on you at all times when you're having any kind of dating or relationship or intercourse with other people, that's something we need today, right? So, oh, it's on Prime. So it's on Amazon Prime. I don't even, yeah, sorry, man. Like, I can't seem to find maybe I can find a picture? I can't seem to find the video clip from the show, and I don't know if I'd probably get a strike just for playing it. Who knows? Who knows? But it's a great, it's a funny show. Not too wokish, but it kind of makes fun of how things are today and how people behave even right now. You know what I mean? It's insane, and we're walking right into it. Walking right the fuck into it. Emmy, you've been muted for a while, brother. You got anything to say? We lost Brother Outlaw as well. Jesus Christ, what's going on here?
I think Outlaw had a battery issue, and I might have to pop out for a minute. But
okay, no, that's all good, buddy. We'll be
no,
here.
I understand. I'm here.
There you go, Hemi.
Just listening.
No, that's all good, buddy. Like I said, this kind of nonsense is it's not in the far future. It's fucking today, man. It's today. Dictatorship has fucking rolled its fucking ugly face to the surface again. We now, as men can't fucking exist anywhere. You might as well be born into fucking servitude, right? Because the day you drop out of the vagina, they fucking figure you owe them something.
Yes, a Raging Golden Eagle said it. He goes, "We're not living in anything other than a gynocracy."
Yeah, 100% gynocracy.
And he said it doesn't matter what nation you're in, Canada, UK, or as he calls it, Airstrip 1, or Australia, or USA. It's all a gynocracy.
Yeah.
The West is a gynocracy.
Absolutely. And we get to fucking pay the price. And our children get to pay the price. This is not a free society. All right? We haven't lived in one of those for a long time. A long fucking time. Sorry, I just got a message.
We're still serfs of the monarchy.
Yeah. That's a good point, Hemi.
Right? Like we have a monarchy over us. We never gained our independence.
No. But we had more than we had a couple years ago. Or I should say we had more a couple years ago than we have now. Way more. Nope, this is just them rolling out the next step, guys. This whole new world order thing, whatever you want to fucking call it as, it's all coming to fruition right in front of us. We are going to witness it. The eyes that you're watching this on, the ears that you're listening with, these are the ones that are actually going to go through this shit. We are now going to have the new dictatorships all around the world. The population will be in a separate class. They will be the slave class, and we will have these monarchs all over, right? So they've just shared the crown now with more people.
Yep.
That's it. That's all our politicians are. All need to be
and they feel entitled, and they feel entitled to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's so funny. How you doing, Angler?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Oh, we're just fucking peachy. We're old and pissed off, motherfuckers. To answer your question here, though, I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. It's just, trying to fill a gap between everything else and pop stream here at 5, and that's the only one I've noticed for tonight.
God, I didn't realize you've been on for almost an hour. I've been all over this thing today, and I just found you with a red dot in my subscriptions, and I thought I'd pop in and see what's going on. So,
yeah, no, thought it'd be nice to get together. I had some free time. Eric's feeling better. Let's fucking get together and shoot the shit, talk some craziness. Let's talk insanity.
Zombro, good to see you. You're always up in here somewhere, Well, all of us, we're always all up in here somewhere. We're like a bunch of scratchy fucking rats, fucking just scratching at them,
Just carving out an existence.
We have brother Billy the Goat. I didn't know if he wanted to pop in or not. This might be I can't remember if this is late or early for him over there in the, the Big Island.
Hemi, how you doing, bro?
Hey, Angler.
Right on.
Oh, our insane world. I got to be honest with you guys. I've never regretted the point of having children so much in my life, because I've made 4 little lives that have to go through this fucking hell. No, they're going to catch the tail end of it.
I get that, but I think
that can change it.
you can't change that now, but at least you can. I would never freaking send them to public school now. No way.
No. My kid's mom mentioned that the other day. She was like, "Oh, he won't be able to go to public school because he's not poked." I was like, "He's not going to public school."
Even if he was, even if you didn't have any deal with.
If it were up to me, he wouldn't have a fucking birth certificate.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know now.
Show me your papers, please.
Yeah, papers, please. Fuck you.
Who's going to birth those revolutionaries, though?
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm trying to launch an empire here. I need some shills for empires. Empires cost money.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but gentlemen, I got to pop out. I have some issues to take care of with the mother.
No problem, brother.
You guys take care. It's good seeing you. Take care, everyone.
Give her a big hug for us.
I shall.
All righty, brother. Thank you. No, it's a crazy world, man. Like I said, I love my kids, and I love all kids in general for the most part. I don't hold anything against them. They're the innocent ones out of this. And, last time I checked in my books, they were the ones that we were supposed to protect the hardest, right? Both men and women. And that's all been fucking erased from most people's fucking short-term memory. So we need revolution all around the world to fucking really tune people to fuck in.
You're absolutely right, Chris. When we talk about the kids, I only have one. You have several. I could not imagine, having several under my belt. And
several. I have 4.
Feeling responsible, for their outcome, and setting these kids out on society.
Yeah.
And, just the one that I have, I feel a huge responsibility because, his mom's a fucking feminist, and I almost feel like I'm in competition, but I try not to make it a competition. I'm trying to make it like a fluid motion between the two of us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really fucking hard because I fucking hate feminists, and I just want to tell his mom to go fuck off, and I want to tell our son how it is, but I can't do that because that's not right to do. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say too, Flamin' here, that this was kind of a short fucking, off the cuff kind of thing. There wasn't much notification. We were like 5 minutes out when the post went up. So sorry, go ahead, buddy. And yeah, you were talking about this last night.
Yeah. Okay. Try not to repeat myself. I'm done.
No. Repeat by all means. I was just letting you know that. Yeah, I remember what you were saying. I did give you advice on that. Remember?
Yes.
Might not have been good advice.
Well, I'm weighing that between 2 scales, but I'm pretty much leaning towards, just going all out and not holding anything back. And, of course, he's going to go out. He's going to get laid. He's going to do that. And but what I'm trying to set this up as, when he goes out and does that he knows that he can come and talk to me about it openly, details, anything. And so.
No, absolutely.
Yep.
This, when it comes to our kids, man, we were always, I'm pretty sure every parent out there had the exact same thing, when they were working through their lives and trying to build a community. You always wanted to leave your children a better world than what you grew up in. Well, they've abducted that. They've kidnapped that idea and they fucking twisted it and mutated it. And it's just like how in the Bible they talk about angels being corrupted and tortured, and then they become like the demons themselves, right?
Yep.
That's what they've done with society. They've taken what was a good thing, that was, you know, everybody all hands on deck and we were all trying to do the right things, and they've turned it into a corrupt fucking demon. Now society is the poison pill. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They've taken that good natured mentality and they've turned it against us, and now it's fucking toxic as fuck. Right?
You know, something that's taken off on social media lately. I don't want to say the actual word, but it starts with a K and it ends with an N.
I
don't want.
Are you talking about the clan or something?
No, not the clan. KAREN.
Okay.
I've been watching these videos, and this shit is insane. I mean, and it's blowing up. Like, it's blowing up like MGTOW is blowing up. These fucking crazy women are fucking everywhere. And it's kind of on a spectrum. I mean, some of them completely break down and they go into beating the shit out of people. And on the other end of the spectrum, you know, they're just these manipulators that just, I mean, these crazy fucking people are everywhere, man. I can't say it's just YouTube because I don't see it around here, but I live in a small town. And JR, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a long time, by the way. But anyway, I'm not going to go too far into it. But I'm just saying, this craziness is everywhere. You know, it's generational. It's infected our society, and here we are. Here we are.
Well, I believe that Karens are the prime example as to where the root of that entitlement, you know, as I've stated many times before, if the laws didn't apply to you, how long would it be before you took the most, you know, virtuous person out there? How long would it be before they became a sociopath, right? Or full-on psychopath? That's what the Karens are, the result of that.
Just because, like, basically, you're talking about, you know, generalizing. You're talking about a person giving up and just fitting in.
Well, no, they now believe it and they put it into practice. You know what I mean? Like the Karens that we are dealing with today are products of the society telling women that no laws apply to you, no rules apply to you, and anything you say we'll take as fucking biblical truth. Right? So now when they say, oh, I have for some reason been fucking offended or ripped off, they believed in their fucking mind that they're justified, even though they know it's a fucking lie.
Yep.
Right?
Just because.
Yeah. Your imperfections are an insult on her life, her whole on life. You know what I mean? You didn't cook something right in the restaurant. Well, now you have to be taken out and executed for it because you've upset the Karen. And holy fuck, we got the man himself, Mr. Billy the Goat. Hello, sir.
Hey guys, let me know if there's any feedback. How's everyone doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Okay, not too bad. Thank you very much.
So,
good, Bill.
Hey,
The sound is good.
How's the diversity hire going?
I'm still in the process. I've got my deadline is on the 6th of June, so I don't know. Hopefully, it will go well.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, Billy's been accepted as a candidate for a job as a diversity hire because he's a man.
not quite there yet.
Well, you're getting there.
I'm applying to be the school governor.
Oh, nice.
And one of the stipulations is that they actually are looking for men to represent because of the lack of man being on the board of panel members.
That's great.
I've actually got it in my favor for once.
Yeah, that's I think that's going to be hilarious, and I really think we should document it, and we'll spin the narrative around so it's like men are finally getting accepted as equal people, as
Well,
diversity
oh,
hires.
well, no, let's not delude ourselves. It's not like they're gonna care about my opinion or anything. I'm just there to look pretty. I'm just sort of eye candy. So
Yeah,
that on paper it looks like they're being fair and equal, but
well,
they're gonna try and disregard anything I might have to say or input wise.
yeah.
Well,
So
if,
basically, you're just hired as a pair of pants instead of a skirt,
Pretty much, yeah.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Come on.
if I had to imagine, Billy, that's probably not going to go well for them. And I'm not trying to be negative Nancy here, but I'm assuming that you're not going to let your voice go unheard.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
If successful, yeah. I mean, you guys know me. I mean, come on, you're gonna have to speak up, isn't it? So, and with how I tend to be when I put across sort of pretty kind of like awkward questions, line of questioning, it's like, come on now. One of the duties of the position is to actually hold accountability for like the financial and decision making of the school. So it's like, look, you asked for it. Here I am, Mr. Accountable now. What are we gonna do? I don't think that's a good idea. This is rubbish, and why on earth are you going to have these policies in place? And what's your justification for such things? And and it's not going to be. It's going to be drawn out, obviously, because these aren't simple questions or simple matters that can just be glossed over just like that.
I personally would love nothing more than to see you after they announce that you're like now the new member of the board, to get up and start checking off your boxes and talking about how sexist and racist and fucking, manophobic this whole organization is. I would love to see that captured. That would be a glorious moment. See Billy stand up and be like, as a straight white fucking heterosexual male, blah 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 blah. This I'm the first on this board. You know what I mean? You're all fucking sexist and racist against men, and I'm a single father. Blah blah blah.
Well,
Oh my
what they
god!
won't be expecting is not just points like that being made, but it will be reinforced with kind of like the psychological and philosophical arguments as well.
Perfect.
It's like,
And if you can
not
get a
only are
Zoom
you being
call,
sexist, but what on earth do you think you're doing, and what on earth do you think you're playing at, and how on earth did you get into such a position of power? You know, you need to be accountable and
and tell them you need more money because you're underpaid.
well, I'll be like wondering like, why on earth is the budget being spent in such a way?
Mm.
Why are you trying to charge? Why are you trying to like hustle parents or fleece them when we all know that the cost of living is going up? When things could be done either like in-house or done a lot cheaper. So where is, how are you fudging the numbers, and where is this money going towards, and how is this benefiting schools and ultimately the students attending these schools?
That is some good questions, Billy. By the way, will we be able to record this somehow? Like, can we get somebody to come in and record your first day? And
I don't know how it will work. I mean,
I'll send the Manly Load some gas money.
Where a GoPro?
Yeah. If you could dude, we have to document this, okay? Because if you do get the job, which I hope you do, right, as a win for the diversity hires, I think it should be archived because it's going to be an historical moment for men. Totally.
That's a good point. And Billy, you might be the cornerstone
for the new suffragettes.
At least, from somebody that I know. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping if this sort of this dreamy kind of discussion we're having goes forward, is that once established, I'll be able to sort of muscle in some bigger guns and be like, right, we need to take this not just on our individual school aspect of governor, but actually take it further to like the borough or the council of the, like, I don't know if you guys got boroughs, but it's like a town, or to wider city populations, and roll it out further.
Exactly. I mean, yes, if that's a starting point for you, Billy, I would love it if I knew, you know, even if you're across the world for me, that you got into a local government and you started making real changes.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'm guessing, I'm pretty sure, like in most places, you'd experience the same thing where your local schools, in effect, are kind of like competing with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if one school starts changing their policies and starts turning things around, or even better, like has a progress, some sort of success, then the other schools will kind of be watching closely and trying to like mimic what's happening. And you know, so we can use the competitiveness to our advantage if we're careful how we do it.
Yep. Sorry, I'm just trying to put a message in here.
Well, I wanted to come in anyway, kind of going off topic and sort of talking about myself and my situation, which is appreciated. Thanks, but
No, dude, we love your situation.
What you're going on. Well,
it's important to hear, Billy. It's very important to hear.
Yeah.
The current you're talking about like crazy and insanity type people who are causing like the damages to society and the history of society and the potential future we all face. The main troublemakers seem to be coming from the sort of middle-aged group of people, the ones who essentially start hitting the wall. I mean, yes, we can backtrack it to like how they're being brought up and their parenting styles and things like that, but the culprits that are pushing it really hard are, generally speaking, loosely speaking, sort of like the middle age kind of range. And I say that because they're the ones who benefit in both directions, so they can kind of spoon off from the older crowd, who are not much of a challenge really because they're older. They're not going to put up much of a fight, and they can exploit the youth of their children. So they're in the middle, and the problem they're going to face in the very near future, as they themselves get older, is they're going to only be able to exploit at some point just from their kids, because they're gonna shift into the older category themselves. The people that are older than them will be dead, you know, because obviously, or they'll be too old to really take that much. I mean, yeah, maybe you can sort of take their money, I suppose, but you're not really going to be asking an 80-year-old man to help you with your shopping or charge allegations of rape, assault, or something like that. It's not. They might try, but it's not very. Doesn't seem to be very realistic. So they're going to try and exploit more and more from the youth. Now the thing is, as they get older, they lose the opportunity of extraction of resources and opportunities and things like this. But the youth are being raised in an equally delusional kind of or dysfunctional manner. And in looking into our crystal ball, you know, you've got bad parents raising kids who are going to end up ultimately being bad themselves. So these
children, we're living that.
Right. So the children that we have today going on to be adults of the future will probably be even more selfishly inclined and less socially productive and cohesive and things like this. And these are the ones that our current middle-aged woke brigade are going to be trying to take advantage of, and it's not going to really work. So they pretty much got it as good as they're gonna get it, and going forward into the future, they're not going to be. Well, I mean, they're currently complaining how victimized and how oppressed they are, so which is ironic, well, not ironic, but hypocritical, because they're the most privileged as well.
Yeah.
And again, privileged because they're in that middle age range.
Well, on top of that, Billy, like you were saying about them wanting to extract more and more from the youth of, well, they will essentially be taking our place, right? Pretty quick here. But this is also the group who already owns the least. You know what I mean? And they're going to try to extract more out of them than they even did from us. And they took everything from us, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
They destroyed us from top to bottom.
Absolutely.
I wanted to say, Reverend 20 Piece, if you're not coming in to discuss the video you posted today, is it all right if I just play it and kind of discuss it without you? What I would prefer. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello to my little friend, and hello, Brother Bachelor. How are you today?
Good. Hey,
Hey, man, how
cheers.
you doing?
Got everybody in this fucking house today. Awesome. See? If you build it, they will come.
Absolutely. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
But anyway, if I can just interrupt everybody for a sec here, because Rad is here, or Reverend 20 Piece is here right now. I wanted to talk about the video that you posted. This one right here. Right? Now,
Okay.
It's 3 minutes long, so if you guys haven't gone to watch it yet, you're a bunch of racists anyway, but that's not my fault.
Something that is new.
Yeah, I'll copy it and put it in the link here for you guys so you can watch it even after this. But what you mentioned in this video, and as I stated as a comment on your video, this is fucking peanuts in a bucket. You know what I mean? Like the drop in the ocean of what they spend on fucking nonsense. This is not undoable, but because it doesn't benefit them, and of course school shootings would most likely go away, they have nothing to politicize on then. They'll never let this happen. We've gotten reports now the last couple of days where parents are outside the schools.
Yeah. It's I mean, wherever anybody falls on the gun control debate, you know, that's I look at this as a separate issue. But I don't have any kids, but I just cannot fucking imagine. You know, you send your kids to school and they're supposed to be safe, and then somehow, you know, some jack off fucking comes in there and murders them. I guess. To the panel, I mean, I haven't been on the stream with some of you guys, but either way, thanks for having me on, Chris. But it just fucking kills me. Like what you said, dude, that we can spend money on so much bullshit, but we somehow collectively can't come up with the fucking money to protect our kids. You know, it's fucking crazy.
Well, and you know, because it's recent, everybody's heard of the $40 billion that they wanted to send to Ukraine from the U.S. I still don't see anybody else mentioning the fact that out of that 40 billion, like 38 billion is going to services and groups that are in the US government. So they're just redirecting money everywhere. But they stated that 40 billion would be for the Ukraine thing. Now look at the list of how they're dividing it up. 16 billion alone is going to a branch of the US government that has nothing to do with fucking anything regarding any wartime fucking relief or transfer of funds or fuck all. 16 billion. Why?
Yeah.
Good question.
Well, you know what? I know the video hadn't started yet. I'm sorry. I'm going to pipe in, though. This goddamn shooting and all these shootings that happen, you know, we have the largest amount of retired special operations soldiers in this country. Yeah. How many of them would love to be, you know, okay, for a better example, like a Walmart greeter, but they're guarding a school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but all these schools reject this shit. They will not let teachers have guns. But the shit keeps happening. The fucking, I'm just going to say it now. I don't know. Well, I know who's on the panel. I hope not to offend anybody, but these fucking leftist fucking loons are not letting this stuff happen.
No, they're letting the school shootings happen. They like it when kids get murdered, because then they, just like fucking, what's his name? O'Rourke?
Beto.
Oh,
Beto
Beto.
O'Rourke.
Take your AR-15s.
He had somebody in that town ready to be a seat warmer until he got there to basically shill the anti-gun thing.
AFC, they did the same thing. Seat warmer.
Yeah, he had a seat warmer there.
And they have their own protection.
Yep.
Tied to them. So it's yeah.
And that is our public service government fucking program right there.
Yes, it's ridiculous. And Angler, you are correct. I am not a former Green Beret or anything like that, but I am former, I guess, still military. But I would volunteer for this fucking duty every fucking day. And you are 100% fucking right, man. There's a lot of people out there like us.
You fucking right. That's just it, man. To like you were stating in this video, and I'll play it if you want. You stated in this video, I'm sure we could figure out a way to cover the cost. The cost of that, what you're talking about, even if you had, say, 3 armed security guards for every school, the cost to pay for them, to keep them supplied, and to give them a good, decent, reasonable wage wouldn't fucking even make a ripple on the bullshit that they spend money on. The bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, to save every child's life in every fucking school from an armed fucking gunman would cost nothing. They spent more on fucking disposable fucking teacups.
Yeah,
and I'm talking monthly.
No, they would rather spend money on CRT and all that bullshit.
Yeah, or the transgendering programs for fucking, Afghanistan. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, going back, last time I was in the Philippines, 2006, I remember like most shops and shopping malls had security guards. Yeah. So it wasn't uncommon to see them carrying shotguns.
Dude.
So little businesses and banks and places like that, armed security guards.
My kid's mom went to the Philippines I think she was there for 9 months for her job. She was like, dude, to see fucking guys standing out around the stores and, outside the malls and stuff with fucking Uzis, that was just common.
Yes.
These are your security guards.
And Chris, like I said, as far as like schools go, almost all the Jewish schools in New York City all have quite a well-armed contingent security force.
And how many school shootings did you have at the Jewish schools you were saying?
0.
Oh, isn't that amazing? Yeah.
I mean, when you go to visit them, you are patted down, wanded down, and they are some serious dudes. Some of them are former Army or Mossad, like, retired guys. They are some serious people.
You don't fuck with them; they fuck with you.
Yes.
And you know what, Bachelor, this comment that you posted in the back here, you should have made that comment on this. Oh, I guess you can't, but yeah. Congratulations, brother. If you don't mind, I'll read it out. Tomorrow, tomorrow is Bachelor's last day serving as a Denmark Special Forces, right? Or
no, just regular army. But we
Regular
have a referendum tomorrow, and the question is that how well are we going to be in the EU military branch?
Sure.
So the likelihood of us being endorsed into that shit is pretty high. So it's probably going to be my last day in service. So really good.
amen, brother. And you know what? It should be everybody's fucking last day in service for these fucking Nazi dictating fucks. We lost
the defendants can go and take the rest of the political class with them hand in hand, because none of them has actually had any service whatsoever. Oh, okay. The leader of one party has actually been in the army, but the rest, nah, career politicians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Angler that was talking? That's his last day, or
No, that's Singletown Bachelor.
Single Time? Hey man, dude, I appreciate your service and
Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
Let's just do.
The people, I'm sure, do, right? Until you
Yeah.
started fucking doing things for your government against those same people that, the government's supposed to be protecting.
Yeah, no,
Or the devil.
regardless of if anybody else fucking appreciates it, I appreciate your service, man. So thank you.
Well, we've seen
Thank you.
how our politicians have, appreciated the service of all our men and women, right? Because we've got somebody here,
Lights.
who was a member of the fucking 9/11 fucking catastrophe, and we saw how they got treated in the end once they, all started developing cancer. We've had former servicemen in our streams that have told us, exactly how the fucking government has treated them with their kids after their service, because that was used against them in the family court. And we've seen millions of fucking video footage of former servicemen and women on the fucking street.
There's a movie called 13 Hours about the Benghazi attack, and all those who survived that attack ditched their service right after it. So that's a giant fu to all the servicemen in Benghazi.
Yep. And what was it here in Canada? Our vets asked for an increase in living expenses, right? For all the former veterans and stuff. And Trudeau said we couldn't spend the extra, what was it? $83 million. I think is what we asked for. $83 million. But guess what? We sent almost $2 billion to fucking Afghanistan for the tranny thing. That was no fucking problem. No fucking problem.
Should we say as Hammerhand says, Transformers?
Yeah, the Transformers. Don't worry, me and Ike are supposed to get together today. I'm going to get some sound effects too. We lost Eric again, though. Eric, are you still with us, or did we lose you? What the hell happened there? But yeah, no, that's totally fine. There's plenty of money to send to all of these fucking, less than a percentage groups. But our veterans, fuck them. We've gotten the service out of those guys. We've gotten what we need for them. So thank you for our service from our governments. Thank you for your service. Now get the fuck out of my sight.
Well, I'm sure at least one of you here have seen the documentaries on the fucking tent rows in front of these VA hospitals.
Yeah. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah. It's fucking gross.
People that fucking gave it all, man.
Yeah.
Put it all on the fucking line for what they believed in was, a country that cared, wanted to see freedom spread around, wanted to see the civilians protected from these evil dictators. Well, Lord and behold, you're working for the dictators. Who knew?
Almost like they were shot out of the pest dispenser with a helmet, Yep. Yeah. I hate to say that, but
there you go.
No, I even, like I said, maybe we can go back to 1944 and say that, this was the last time a person went into fucking military service for all the right reasons. And that was it. Everything after that was all about them fucking making money or fucking getting their friends to make money, whatever the case may be. I mean, we seen what fucking
bunch of proxy wars.
Yeah, we seen what it went down in Afghanistan and what fucking, was the end results of that.
I'm curious about that. what happened to the soldiers from World War One and World War II when they came home? Were they treated well? Or,
I don't know. I think most of them just went back to being regular civilians, man. They didn't get any kind of fucking like assistance whatsoever, as far as I know, past their regular pay.
But they weren't spit. I mean,
no, they weren't spit on, but you know that should really go to show just how propaganda works, right? I mean, even the guy that we were going to fight in fucking Saigon, or I believe it was Saigon and other places like that during the Korean War, he stated that, yeah, we didn't win any battles in the field, but it was also completely irrelevant because we won the information war. We won the propaganda war. When your soldiers came home, they were called baby killers and spit on and fucking booed and everything like that. So who won that? He still lived through it. He won.
Yeah, and that makes a big difference. Like me, when I joined the army originally back in the 90s, and there was some shit going on, and I got out and had a break in service, but I came back in 2006 when they were having problems recruiting people because there was a huge amount of motherfuckers getting killed back then because of roadside bombs and shit like that. And I don't know. I will say that my experience personally, I've gotten a lot of thanks. Thank you for your service and shit like that. And I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's coming a lot from people who haven't served, and they probably, I don't know. I'm not trying to be an asshole, man. I just I'm thankful for the support, but at the same time, people who haven't been in the army or any military capacity, they just don't fucking understand unless you've been there, So that's just kind of my 2 cents on it,
I can't wrap my fucking mind around what fucking people have went through. You know what I mean? We can all speculate. We can watch all the movies. We can watch all the documentaries we want. Until you hear it go zinging by your own fucking head, or watch your buddy next to you explode from a fucking mortar, we don't know jack fucking shit. Plain and simple.
I'm with you.
All we can do is thank you for your service, because we really cannot wrap our fucking minds around it.
Yeah. Well, I still appreciate it, though. Don't misunderstand me,
It's all we have to give, brother. But you know what? We voted in these fucking people, right? They're supposed to be there to work for us. Why the fuck are they not there working for you too? That's our tax dollar. Would we rather see our tax dollars going to fucking 8 trannies over in fucking Afghanistan, or to fucking our former veterans that have served their goddamn personal interests? You know what I mean? Sorry, what political gains are you getting from 8 trannies in Afghanistan that requires fucking $2 billion? Please answer that fucking question to me. And I'll tell you what, as a taxpayer, we'll weigh it out and we'll see if it's worth it.
Well, they're probably above the ground or pushed over something, because they are just as bad as ISIS in that regard.
These people don't exist. They don't fucking exist. These services are not required. Plain and fucking simple. Nobody needs $2 billion for fucking 8 trannies in a goddamn country anywhere in the world. You don't. It's bullshit. That's a fucking big scam. And all of our politicians are in on this scam. Just like the $40 billion to Ukraine that ended up being like $3 billion. It's a fucking scam.
Yeah, it is. And it's just taking money out of your pocket, my pocket, everybody's pocket.
Yeah, making your life more expensive, taking more from you, the common citizen, so that they can keep more boots on your fucking necks. That's all that is. I'm gonna get spun up here. I'm already angry. I'm
Yeah,
angry.
yeah.
That shit pisses me off, man.
No, I get it, dude. I'm getting worked up too, like just super fucking pissed off. But at the same time, I thank you for having this forum where I can kind of vent a little bit, because I want to fucking strangle somebody in real life if we didn't have
Yeah.
kind of a way to fucking vent. And either way, man, love you, Chris Mitchell, Angler, all you guys, man. It's
Love you all, brothers.
Thanks for having this.
Reverend, I'm gonna sub after the show's over.
You haven't subbed yet? What a racist. What a racist. No, it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, you guys know it. We've all heard of it from the US because you guys are a bigger population. You had a bigger army. You've seen more vets on the streets with, mental issues, physical issues. They can't fucking readapt to society, you know what I mean, after what they've been through. We got them too, man. And our government doesn't give two fucks.
What's weird is, some people get help and some don't. Like you see people with artificial limbs and they get that, but they put it on commercials and publicize it, but they don't show all the other people that are fucking homeless, that are destitute, that are struggling to get by, anyway,
No, we need Eric to come back on and share his fucking story after the 9/11 thing. I mean,
yeah,
we all know he got cancer, and it was from this fucking incident, right? They were breathing in that fucking toxic shit for days.
And he ran straight into it.
Yeah. Ran straight into it. So did fucking thousands of others. All of them going through fucking life-ruining fucking experiences. Most of them, actually a good portion of them, have already fucking left us, right? But what was priority number one for our fucking government officials? The gold that was under that fucking building.
Yep.
That's what they went for first. Fuck everything else till we get the gold out. Which, hey, don't get me wrong, gold is important too. However, you got people fucking trapped, and you're using resources not just to secure the area where this fucking gold is under this fucking rubble now, but you're letting people die and focusing resources to get this fucking gold extracted. There's your fucking issue right there.
They don't care as long as they have ants marching,
Yeah. We'll get to the people that are trapped and dying and fucking, burning to death and being crushed to death slowly or starving to death in these buildings after we get the priority out, which is, our bling, right? We got to get our bling out. Don't get me wrong, guys. Our resources are precious, but our fucking human lives should be fucking priority number one. And we know that our governments don't give a fuck about our fucking people or their fucking people. So why the fuck would they give a shit about people in Afghanistan or Ukraine?
No, they don't. You're right, man.
As emperor, I'm going to fix all that fucking shit. I don't. Whoa, fuck, man. I'd love to start just fucking burning it down right now.
Well, like I said last night, I got a bad limp and a bad hip, but I'll sit up somewhere and I'll snipe for you.
Perfect.
All right.
Join the empire, guys. We'll fucking take this bitch back and get this shit on fucking course.
There's a role for everyone.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not going to ask fucking people to go out and do immoral acts, right?
That would not be immoral to me.
No, but we've all heard from our, Eric Zombro, who was the former police officer, and his stories shock me every fucking time I hear them. Because, like I said, until people speak out who have been in these roles, we have speculation. We have what we think is going on. We have what we can see, but can't really put a defining link to. When these guys come on and speak out and tell us exactly what fucking goes down, now we have confirmation. And what was his first day in fucking police academy? whatever you believe you're here to fucking do as a serviceman to the people, forget it. You're here to service the government and their fucking interest and jerk them off. Go forth and harass the public.
Hey,
It's no different in an army either.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's our democracy right now. That's our fucking governments all around the world.
maybe Cock Murphy is an agent for it.
Yeah, Cuck Murphy is exactly what they want.
Oh God!
Hello, Mr. James.
I never wanted to hear his name again. Whoever said that, thank you.
Cock Murphy, yes.
Thank you for coming, hamster. Oh, sorry, buddy.
I just, Chris, I can send you some pictures, but it's just, it always killed me, man. Being, when I was in fucking Iraq, I mean, this is a long time ago. Just the majority of the people I took care of in the hospital was like Eric was commenting, civilians and children, and it really it fucked me up, man. Seeing kids who didn't have their lives ahead of them, being paralyzed and shit like that, man. So
yeah,
I just I don't know. I mean, I kind of knew that going in, but it just at the same time, I just don't understand it,
Reverend, one thing that I learned is that you guys would go out, you would get in a battle, and you would drag all wounded, and I mean all wounded, even the enemy wounded, and drag them into your hospitals, heal them, and then send them back out to come back and shoot at you again. Is that true?
Well, yeah. I mean, from what at least the U.S. military perspective, I mean that's a real general, I guess, assumption or what do you call it? Conception, but yeah, we would treat anybody, combatants, civilians, U.S. soldiers. Typically, what would happen is where I worked at, U.S. soldiers would be stabilized, and we fucking shipped them out to fucking Germany. Anybody else, if they were locals, we would do the best that we can and try to put them in a fucking local hospital. So whether it's Tikrit or wherever. So I don't know. It's at the same time. We would to answer your question, we would take care of anybody, whether it's combatants. If they were a really bad guy, I wouldn't see them. We'd stabilize them, and fucking special forces would haul their ass out of there. And then we'd never see them again. So that's kind of it. Hopefully that answers your question.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, and maybe we should. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe we should lighten everything up a little bit here.
Why? The truth if the truth is this bad, it should upset us, and we should be upset.
Well,
we have goddamn rights to be upset.
Sometimes it's good to be considerate, and
hey, I'm not trying to push anyone's PTSD off here. I'm just saying the world needs to hear this shit. We need these guys to speak. You know what I mean? We need that confirmation. I know it sucks and it's hard, but we'll be here to get you through it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate yourself and Eric Zombro and people like that coming on and fucking talking about the horrible shit that they've had to go through and what this we can't even call it a government. What these dictators have tried to fucking propagate in our society and what they've actually asked men and women to do in a line of service. Now, as you were stating, you guys did triage for everybody, right? Which is a moral code that we kept as, everybody in a service industry had to take a code, right? They had a moral code to uphold. Doctors are held against a code. Soldiers are held against the Articles of War, which is a code, right? Saying that you can't do certain things or you have to do certain things. And, you know, it's there for a reason. Our government officials take the same fucking oath and they're held to a code that they throw the fuck out whenever they want. Whenever it fucking suits them, it's thrown out, right? We have the Charter of Rights here in Canada. They fucking wipe their ass with it. You guys have the Declaration of Independence. They wipe their ass with that. Where does it end? If we let it go on, it never ends. It just gets worse.
I think, like you said, it's a moral code, and a piece of paper cannot uphold a moral code. So it's up to us as humans to keep that up, you know, for lack of better words, you know, that liquid document in place.
Yeah,
Definitely. But hey, man, I just jumped in real quick to say hi and thank you guys. I know my intent was not to bring the stream down and make it too serious, but
no, this is totally what we need. Like, I mean,
yeah,
none of it starts off too serious unless we have to get serious. But you know what? This is serious. This is what, because we've abandoned this upholding of you know, morals, ethics, and values, as Hammer would say, throughout society, no matter where the fuck you stand, from president to fucking hobo on the street. Because we've allowed this to dissolve and just fucking be unaccountable for it anymore, or not held up to it from every aspect. And it's what's led us to this fucking degraded society that we live in now, where children are nothing but fucking pawns, right, to be used in a financial gain, and the citizens are treated like fucking sheep or cattle.
Yep. And Chris, there are hobos on the streets because of what you just said.
Exactly. And I understand, guys, we have people in our society that need to be taken care of, because they're either born with a deficiency or they're born with some kind of handicap. We don't take them out into the back field and slit their fucking throats. We stopped doing that because it was immoral. But yet you can flaunt it as, oh, look at the programs that we're developing for these people. And then as soon as you're done getting your fucking 5 minutes of fame with that, you just throw them in a fucking shoebox and say, go fucking rot over there now. We're done with you. They've done it with everybody.
Yep.
That has to come to an end. And as emperor, I will fucking end that. God damn it, I'm angry now.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, I agree. But
Be somewhere else. The emperor is angry now.
Yeah, like I said, when you get me angry, you've accomplished something, because now I'm fucking angry.
Listen to the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Be somewhere else.
Me. Yeah.
That was a great cartoon. It had no words. It was just scenarios, and it was fucking hilarious. Yep, I remember that.
That's good shit. Hey, man, I'm gonna jump out, but I hope you guys have a good night.
Hey,
and, appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Well,
right,
thank you for being here, sir. Appreciate
Good
it.
to meet you. I'm gonna sub. Take care, bro.
Yeah.
Right
everybody go give Rev 20 piece of sub. If not, you're a racist.
Yeah. I'll see you all later.
All right, brother. Thank you. Congratulations, Angler, on not being a racist anymore.
Fuck you.
All right, brother. Okay, Joe.
Yep, sounds good, brother. Yeah. Sorry, I got excited. Sorry.
Really? You could fool me.
No, it's justified though.
Lights off.
Angler?
Absolutely.
Who are you talking to, Angler?
My son.
Oh, hey, little dude.
Hey, I'm just using my hand on a stick to turn out the light.
Okay, good job. All right, that's enough.
I heard something about hand on a stick and he's beating a mic.
Yeah, he's
Beatbox.
All right, I'm gonna block the mic here for a minute.
All right, brother. It's all good.
Asher
Oh,
James,
we still hear you, Angler.
you getting attention? It's not
Ain't
gonna
going nowhere.
stop.
There, I'll block him or mute him. Oh no, it's like I said, guys. There's lots of reasons that we should have fucking done away with this government and taken most of these.
You guys can't hear me, right?
I can hear you. I just muted you.
You're shitting me.
Yes.
I just tried to mute to get my kid in line. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're not muting when
Oh
you
shit! Hold on.
trying to mute. There you go. Yeah. Before I was interrupted again.
Sorry.
There's lots of shit we need to be angry about and lots of fucking reasons we should have dragged all of these fucking politicians out in the street and fucking up by the neck long ago. Lots.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. I don't mean like the drop. I mean like the slow, let's tug you up here. Oh my God. The ginger hamster.
God damn it.
Oh, where's your avatar?
About everything. You know why? My fucking headphones died. I hate that. Hello, guys.
Hello, sir.
Hamster.
Fuck
It's a good thing
headphones.
that I have another set or two. Wait, where'd you go? Did you go away? Where are
No,
you?
we're still here.
Hey,
Oh, there you go.
my avatar's fucked up at the moment, so yeah.
Yeah, who's the German in the chat? What's going
He's not
on?
German, he's Dutch. It's just
Oh,
close.
it's the same thing. I mean, it's up there. You know, they're tall and shit.
Yeah, I suppose. You're right.
Which
They're
guy?
all-
Singletown or the other? Anyone?
Yeah,
else?
Singletown.
Singletown.
Danish.
Going now.
Sure.
Danish. Don't.
No, the Danish guys are, they're cool. Can you hear me okay? Does it sound all right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you sound fine.
Great.
Because I had
10 for
all right, here's the thing.
2020.
I had the Sennheiser headphones for years, right? 10 years, 15 years. And suddenly they died. And so I had to go back to my Nazi collection now. I've got some AKGs, 701s. So it's a little hard to hear.
Did you say Sennheiser?
Sennheiser, yes, that's right.
Yeah, that was a big speaker and monitor group for musicians back in the day.
Oh, I mean, they're
Yeah.
a great set of cans. They're really good. Excellent.
Mhm.
But for some reason, the right speaker died. So I'm like, the fuck am I gonna do now? Oh yes, I've got these other ones, the AKGs. They were like $400 for a set of headphones. What am I doing?
What are you
AKG
doing, man?
is perfect. I had someone
Hey,
30 years ago.
Hamster, what kind of drugs do you sell to afford shit like that?
I sell my big meat.
Oh. Will you make a guest
Yes.
appearance on my OnlyFans then?
Well, if you really want to, yes, I can show you my thing.
Oh.
Bring your
right.
microscope. It's great.
Guys, don't forget to sub to my OnlyFans.
Oh my God. No, really, the Germans, they make a really good like headphones, all kinds of stuff. It's really good. They figured this out, I mean, a long time ago or whatever, but that's good stuff. Telefunken, Sennheiser, AKG, it's good stuff. Really good stuff. The only issue I have with the AKG, these are the, excuse me, 1 second. Oh, these are Austrian. They're Austrian, but I miss them.
Just like Arnold is.
Yeah, he's from Austria. I heard he drove a tank into a ditch now. But all kidding aside,
He's on R&R in Ukraine.
Yeah, girly man. Anybody remember that when he called everyone a girly man who couldn't remember that?
Yeah,
That's
now
funny.
he's like, fuck your freedoms.
Yeah.
Or
No,
what
I
was
heard
it he
that
said
bullshit,
exactly?
too.
What was he said? To hell with your freedoms? Or to hell
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody in the country was like, oh my God, we got to change the Constitution in the United States so we can elect someone who wasn't born here as president? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. How'd
He
that
flipped-
work out?
He flipped pretty differently, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was screwing the maid. I'm not saying that the Kennedy girl was all that great, but come on, you're married, don't do get
And
divorced and then go, whatever. But
Yeah.
Oh my God. They're
He
all
got an itch behind the ear.
they're all dogs.
I mean, he's got. Have you seen the single? Have you seen the images of what is it, Patrick and the other one? There's two of them, right? There's two kids, and the one that was, well, let's just say there's a difference.
Yeah, one was raised by his mom,
Yeah,
and one raised by his dad. Actually, you know what? Let's pull up that picture.
No, let's do that.
Arnold.
So
Yes.
Singletown, you're up into. You're not in Deutschland, but you're in like Estonia or something. Where are you?
No, a bit further up on top of Germany.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm a little.
I'm
bit
Viking, you know.
You a tall guy?
Nah. 182. 1 meter and 82.
I'm only like 2 meters tall. It's fine. But I
Yeah,
apologize.
he had the steroids.
You steroids, really? You think
No,
Schwarzenegger
Arnold did.
You think he did steroids? Really?
Yes, look at the between his teeth.
Well, I don't want to see what you said. Down the, whatever. I don't know if that's true or not, but he was a hero. I think he still is. He's the workout guy and all that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe. Excuse me. Excuse me one second.
Why is this not showing up? Oh, there.
No, I still have this cold. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right. Mom.
Yeah.
Dad. Mom.
Someone had a few too many donuts. Look at this guy over here.
Big difference, though, right?
Absolutely.
Big difference.
Yeah. But I mean, Arnold wasn't exactly pure, right?
Well,
he's
fuck,
doing some
who
bad shit
cares?
on the side.
He's a bit bad shit. But
I mean, I'm sure his wife cared. He was banging the maid. I mean, Jesus.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, fuck, we all need a
Well,
side piece once in a while. I mean, Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with my wife,
Love our
Ira?
wives.
I mean, you make a commitment, though. I mean, hey, this is my wife. I'm not going to. Come on.
What?
I mean, at least make that commitment.
Okay, Hamster, here's where
Yes,
we're
Emperor.
disagree.
Go ahead.
We're going to
Yes,
disagree
please.
here. Okay.
All right.
I was married. I loved my wife, right? But occasionally, because we lived in different countries, I was going back and forth. Now, that never changed just because I slammed a sausage to a couple of strays,
No,
which I
you
did.
probably shouldn't have done that, though.
No, I probably, you know what? And it wasn't ideal, but hey, it's what I needed to do at the time. I didn't stop loving my wife any less. I didn't bring her home any STDs or stray children, right?
But
And
I mean,
that's all that woman was, or those women. It was a couple. So it's all
didn't
they were.
you promised though in your wedding vows though, right?
She made promises too. Look how fucking
Or say-
fast she broke those.
Excuse me, but you just said you were banging chicks on the side. Was she as well? I don't know.
She didn't need to do that, right?
Okay.
She couldn't talk.
She didn't need to do that. But here's the thing: nobody holds them accountable for breaking their fucking vows. They're strong, independent women for that.
But I mean, men need to hold other men accountable for this. You made a vow.
Okay. And I
So-
still loved her to do but I didn't break any vows.
What did
I
you say when you got married? I
I
will love
don't
you
remember.
forever. Blah blah blah
And I
blah
did.
blah. Right?
Yep. And I held to count every vow. I don't think there's anything in there about men having side pieces once in a while.
So you'd be happy with her getting a little bit of hot beef injection on the side?
She doesn't
okay?
need that. That's not a her thing. That's
No,
a guy
no.
thing.
I'm just saying.
No, it's a guy thing. Of course,
Okay.
she can't do it.
I don't know. I mean, if you promise something to someone as a
Is this-
man, you should keep that vow, whatever
Right.
that is.
But she made promises too, and when she broke them, she was strong and independent.
Okay, what did she break though? She was fucking some dudes on the side, or what happened?
No, she dissolved the marriage, right? She
Okay.
dissolved the family. That's
All right.
breaking the vows. It's till death do you part. Not
Okay.
till I'm not
All right.
happy, right?
But I mean, once you're divorced, I guess you're free though, right?
But that's just it. Divorce wasn't it? Did it say anywhere this has term limits? Does it say in the vows that there's certain conditions that apply, and these terms are only held to account if these conditions are upheld?
But I mean, what
No.
are we as men if our words are not solid?
But I never made that promise. It doesn't state anywhere, as far as I remember.
You got married though,
right? Where does it say men are exclusively to have sex with women in the vows?
but you made a vow.
Where?
You signed a contract. You said,
Where?
"I shall not do."
Where? Where does it state that in that contract?
What did your vows say?
That's just it.
Well,
What
were?
we
Come
just
on.
had the standard. We didn't write our own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what does it say
So
in
what's
the
the
standard
standard?
vows? I have no idea.
So
I can't
forsake
remember.
all others.
I don't think that's in there.
Till death do us part. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's in there.
Are you a Christian man or not?
You mean, am I religious or am I?
No, I'm just saying.
No,
Do you
no, I
went
was
with the
raised
Christian vows or everything?
I was raised Pentecostal, so
Yeah.
I mean, we're
Shall
Christian.
forsake all others till death do us part.
I
That's part of it.
I don't remember that being in there.
Well, you might not have because
I'm pretty sure that only works in zip codes.
yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
it's possible. It's possible that I might have done something wrong. However, it didn't change how I felt about her. Like I said, I didn't bring home anything extra, and I still loved her and her only. I was still married to her at the end.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who dissolved the marriage, not anything I did, because she didn't even know about it. So it's possible that, yes, I done something wrong, but for only me to be held accountable for doing wrong things while she gets to get away with it, I mean, is that fair?
Not saying it is, but
Okay.
that's kind of the way it is. You know, man, I promise you, Chris, hey, tell you what,
Yeah, right.
I got this and thus and such. We shake hands. I don't deliver. I kind of fucked you.
Yeah, you did.
I don't think that's right.
It's not.
But that's what you did to the old lady.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
It is. You fucked
It
around
isn't.
with a couple other girls. You can't
like
do
I
that.
said, they were just whores. They weren't
I
actually.
don't care what they were. You
They
did
didn't
it.
mean
And you shouldn't
anything.
have done that.
That's possible.
Come on now, Emperor.
Oh,
Dude, you're running the
gotta-
country up in Canada. What are you talking about?
Yeah, well, that's where I'm changing some things, right? I got
Mm.
changes to make all over.
I mean, if you make a vow, just keep it. If you
I
can't
kept
do
my
it,
vows.
just get rid of it. Just get divorced, part your ways, be happy, and go do what you want to do.
Yeah,
But if you
well,
make a vow, keep it.
that's just
the
it.
way I
She
look
couldn't-
at it.
She couldn't do that either. So, 2
Mhm.
wrongs don't make a right.
All right.
But
What is Arnold Schwarzenegger Bachelor? What do you think about that? And where are you at? Estonia? Latvia?
Denmark.
I know, Denmark. What's your thought on that?
guys? I have to step out for like
Well-
4 minutes here, so I'm gonna let you guys chat. Hello, Manly, but I'm gonna mute and I won't be here.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm just coughing my brains out. Go ahead, Single, please help us out.
Well, I'm divorced too, so
Yeah, me too.
well, the vows that you are supposedly taking, you're about to keep. So if she is straight, then it's on her, not you. And no matter how she twist and turn the truth about it, it's her choice to f somebody else, and but it didn't happen to me. But I just walked away. So
Well, I mean, I understand people have choices to do whatever they
Absolutely.
want to. But we also have choices not to violate the promises we've made. Now,
absolutely,
women, we got it. Yeah. They're going to do whatever they want to do. But men don't have to do that. Men do not have to do that. I don't think men should.
it's
That's
about how you are brought up. I'm brought up as a man of my word, and that means a great deal to me. So whatever anybody else is doing, that's on them.
A manly load has
I
joined the
would make a
chat.
poor joke and be like, part of it is about stoicism with your
It's Billy the
vows.
Goat. I didn't even know you were here. How are
Hamster.
you, sir? Hi.
Sneak up from behind. Yeah. How you doing, hamster?
What do you think about all this?
I'll just make a stupid joke and just say, like, part of the vows is like having stoicism, even if your pecker is very stoic at the time.
Yeah. Well, the government says we have to do what we have to do regardless of what she does. That's bad.
Fuck the government.
But I think if you make a promise to someone, you sign a contract, you should deliver on that. That's what I think.
I think it's you're right. You're exactly right on what you say, but it's more on a moral code. You know, as you're growing up as a child. For me personally, when I lied to someone, I felt bad. So I grew up naturally not wanting to feel bad when I was lying to people, and as I was growing up, seeing people, why are people like lying everywhere? And you have to learn to lie to cope in society because of how bad it is. And this has a knock-on effect on trust and relationships and on all across the scale.
You're ultimately having to lie to yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so when you come across marriage, and like that, if you can't even keep basic friendships, how the fuck am you going to keep something that's meant to bring a life into the world?
You know, I've in my entire life I have had less than 5 friends, but I can count on those friends.
I hear that.
And you didn't fuck your friends over.
You
know, that's what men do.
And women wonder why they've got no friends.
Because all them doing each other over all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it's better to have no friends than bad friends.
Well, I would rather have no friends than fuck my friends.
I was fucking muted. I've been trying to pipe in the whole time. And I'm sitting here saying, God damn it, can I say something? But I've been
Angler,
muted.
it's about time you got here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
But you have to unmute yourself.
Hamster was saying real quick before it gets away from us, you know, he was talking about, you know, morals, ethics, and values as far as it goes. You know, once you make a promise, I don't want to say a contract, but if you promise somebody that you're going to be good to them and that you're going to stay with them, that's what you do. You know, you don't go out and cheat on them. You don't go out and fucking spill your cheese on somebody else. So
that's what I'm thinking too.
And even if you have those rogue thoughts, you know, you slap yourself silly and get you back up. No, that's wrong. You know,
if it's coming out like,
you've got to respect yourself enough to stay moral.
If it's coming out like
about loving yourself, if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to be moral.
No. But I don't know how, the issue about Chris. I haven't been living in separate countries, so I don't know. Well, because I wouldn't put myself into that situation, because I know that we all know that women has infinite choice, so that can divulge into them having something else in their vagina.
Yep, but I mean, we still know we know the game, right? I mean, okay, we know the gynocentric thing, and so if you don't want to sign up for that, you don't want to get married, don't. But if you do, you got a commitment.
Yep.
If you're religious or whatever, you know, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, whatever, you have a commitment. You said before God, you're going to be faithful. Hey, that's what men do. You know, sorry.
Women not so much, but
again, that's our society, unfortunately. Yes, that's right.
A Manly Land, is that right? The banana guy?
No,
the banana guy.
Yeah.
You talked about not loving yourself. So, you know, that's a good point. That's very relevant. And a lot of people go through that. And some people never come out of that. But where are you at with that?
Loving myself. I've come to terms with years and years ago, because I'm a very spiritual person. And my personal turmoil is currently dealing with current trauma rather than past trauma. I've come to terms with my past trauma. So and that's why I'm taking steps to get out of that. So
okay.
Can I ask the question? A Manly Load. Where are you from in England?
Smack bang in the middle. Just say Birmingham.
Ah,
Birmingham.
it's a beautiful accent. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your accent's quite say. It's like it's movie worthy, just without the deepness.
Well, I'm just talking. I'm just doing myself here. I'm not doing anything.
You literally could present adverts and TV shows with that voice.
Well, I did at some time in the past. So thank you.
Yeah, explains a lot.
So
Do you know Nuneaton?
I'm just going to call you banana. I don't mean that as
No, he's my man.
being an insult or anything. My glasses aren't good, and I'm on a phone, and it's hard for me to see names.
You might need more bananas.
Yeah.
No banana in your tailpipe. Okay.
But I understand trauma and all that, and it's a bitch. It's a real bitch.
Billy's a lot more astute with trauma and dealing with stuff like that. I can only comment on my own, really, because I seem to be rubbish at everyone else's at the moment. So,
I mean, Manley, was this a woman who did this to you?
All women.
All women. Okay.
All women, just all of them. No, most of the women I've met in my life, pretty much most of them, and I've travelled Europe and the world. And before feminists took hold, about 7-8 years, I met fantastic women all over the world. And then I started traveling after all this feminist movement stuff, and it literally ruined almost all women. Literally, over in the space of 5 years.
In what way do you think it's ruined?
The way they think.
Why would you say they were ruined? I mean, how do you know that?
Well, I was having a conversation in a club, in a pub, with a couple of Germans, and there's a load of Polish chicks around. And I start talking about, well, that's not what it's like. Just talking about family. That's not what it's like in the UK. In the UK, over 80% of the men lose the court cases and lose the custody to their children. And a bunch of these girls looked at me, turned their backs at me, and refused to talk to me for the rest of the night.
I'm back. Okay. So they hated you because you were anti-fucking establishment, anti-feminist?
I was just telling them the laws of my country.
Yeah.
So because they were so adamant in their beliefs of their female, suppression.
Yeah.
Right.
And obviously I was over there for 2 weeks, and I found better luck from actually, because a lot of Ukrainians go to Poland as well. So a lot of Scandinavians, Ukrainians was better. But what I've heard recently, they've all been infected by the feminist virus as well.
How do you define luck, Manley?
Right place, right time, with the right with.
Then what's the end goal, though? What's the
intentions.
luck part? Like,
if
I say luck, I want to win the lottery, the Irish lottery, or whatever. What's your definition of luck? When you
if
get
you
lucky?
if you don't do nothing, you're not going to get luck, are you? Because say if you don't buy the lottery ticket, you're not going to win the lottery. So
That's
there's
true.
there's a lot of factors within luck. You can increase probability.
Yeah.
You can increase the probability of luck by putting your sphere in the realm of other people's spheres. So then you're increasing the randability factor.
But is the luck part putting your banana in somewhere? Just saying.
No, that's not luck, man. It's all about the taste.
Wait, okay. I want to go back to what you said.
Well, I really missed
you say that. Did you say that luck includes the vulnerability factor?
The vulnerability.
Or did I hear that wrong?
Vulnerability, not the boneability. What are you thinking about?
I haven't laid in years. My shit's limp as fuck. It's fucking blow the dust off of it. But yeah, I'm talking about the vulnerability. Christ, I can't even say it.
The
vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yes.
But did you talk about the vulnerability factor?
No, I didn't. But what was your thinking on that though?
Never mind. I guess I heard you wrong.
Okay, never mind. I just found it interesting. That's all.
Just amazing. It's fun.
Oh, so Manley, what's new and exciting, brother? Sorry,
I had to have a bit of a break from editing. It's all been cool. I've had a lot of personal issues thrown at me the last couple of days, so I've been dealing with them. And I've finished most of the editing, so it's just listening to all that audio. About fucking a week's worth of audio.
So when
Other than that, yeah.
When do we get a sample of the first season?
Oh, I'm hoping. That last year's extras will be released this Saturday, and hopefully I'll be releasing one every Saturday after. But maybe it'll be every 2 weeks. Depends on how fast the editing goes.
Are you doing films, Manly, or what are you doing? Like comics? What's you're up to?
I'm basically trying to get a couple of MGTOWs a bit more into the truth aspect of things, to meet up once a week and just talk about truth stuff and alternative subjects we don't usually talk about. So it's like the manosphere going into the truth movement, basically.
Okay.
Talking about truth movement subjects.
So really you talk about, the deeper stuff, more of like the psychological.
The last couple of weeks it's been
aspect.
a bit iffy, but people have been turning up, been getting content.
Yeah, we do a little collab together with guys from all over, really.
Well,
It's awesome.
Sort of, all aspects, spiritual aspects, as you said, psychological, societal aspects, historical aspects, and just random stuff. Like one of the subjects last season was random life hacks. So.
Well, the last person that I know to do that.
Sex robots is on the one that's coming up on the next one. So
Sex robots.
Billy's sex robots.
Yeah. Well, I imagine there's a two around here that will help you out with that. But the last person that actually
say again.
I think the last person that actually did that, that was successful with it was and he wasn't a MGTOW, but he was an MRA, a psychologist called Paul Elam. Are you familiar with him?
Oh yeah, Paul Elam and Janice Fiamingo and Tom Golan.
Yeah.
I miss their stuff. Paul Elam's stepping down now. He's letting somebody else take over.
Yeah, he's retiring.
Paul Elam.
Yeah.
It's ringing bells.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Guy with glasses and beard.
Oh, was that? Oh, that's the guy that got roasted, wasn't it? After he started coming out blue pills or something like that.
Well, he was on that same fucking interview with what was it, CNN with oh Jesus Christ.
They try to do him like Big John did that. Yeah.
But if you watch the Red Pill movie or documentary, he was on that too.
Yep.
Tom.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one Jaguar Media owned?
No.
Yeah.
No. Jaguar didn't own it.
No, he owned Paul Elam.
Speaking of sex robots,
somehow my son has taped his wrists together. Okay.
Johnny Midnight's sending me stuff about sex robots.
I don't know, man. That's kind of weird to me. I'm a pretty organic dude.
Well, guess who? I haven't yet to post him, man. But guess who showed the face at the World Economic Forum?
Who's that?
Fucking Susan.
No.
Simon. Sorry. Fucking Simon turned up and spoke about censorship at the World Economic Forum.
Wait, Susan? YouTube Susan?
I'm yet to post it, man. It's just unreal.
Oh, well, let us know when it's posted. I definitely want to check that out.
YouTube Susan?
It's already, everything's already on YouTube. Go to the World Economic Forum and you can watch everything.
Okay. That makes
sense.
Actually, that makes sense.
There, and you
all
should
this
see
nonsense,
and watch the look at the like and dislike ratio, man. The World Economic Forum is hated by the world.
Remember to download the movie before it's gone.
Which one?
Oh, it's gone. I don't know. Single town, if I might say, your mic's a little hot there, Chief. A little bit.
I'm drinking meat. So
Nah, just turn it down a little bit. You're fine. It's good.
Well,
yeah.
YouTube Susan, yeah.
No, it's not YouTube Susan. I just
I
have these new headphones here, the Austrian headphones.
Sorry, I've just got used to blaming her for everything now.
No, you should blame
Yeah,
people like
yeah.
her for everything. I mean, they're the instigators of all this shit.
Yeah. Is there any blame upon us though?
Yes,
No,
there's lots
it's all
of blame
Susan.
upon us. Lack of
No.
action.
No,
Hamster.
Chris, it's all Susan.
Yeah.
I'm not taking on all the responsibility. It's all her fault.
Maybe we should be
Yeah.
careful here. And
Well,
Well, I mean,
Hamster?
she is running the show, you know.
Well,
Hamster,
no.
are the new headphones like ones that you wear over your ears, or they're like earbuds?
No, they're over the ears, but they're open. They're open headphones, so I can hear the echoes everywhere in the house here. It's apparently these are like headphones for like recording music or something. So if you want to get the airy feel, you can hear.
I
those.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah. They're like I said. What the hell? Excuse me, 1 second. Made in Austria. Reference headphones. I think they're AKG. Yeah, AKG K701. So
Wow.
they got this really soft kind of feel. They love me.
Mm-hmm.
Get around your. Yeah, no, they're really light and they're really a nice set of headphones.
They're really good because you use a lot of musicians use them for rehearsals.
Yeah.
They're dancing
Yeah.
the noise out, and they can listen to the backing tracks while play. You know,
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
actually looking to get one before all my tragedy happened. So
Well, Manley, I can tell you they're pretty good.
they are, yeah.
But they're, the closed headphones, my Sennheisers over here that just died. They were closed headphones, so you can like hear everything. But I'm kind of amazed. I'm getting used to them because I can hear like, Chris Mitchell over there popping a beer or whatever the hell he's drinking, Pepsi or something.
No, I smoke cigarettes.
You smoke? I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, dude. We talked about that like 7 or 8 times.
You still smoking?
Yeah, you said you were quitting, and I kept harassing you because I could hear you smoking in the background.
No, I quit a long time ago.
Now you might be quit. You weren't then.
No, I haven't had a cigarette for probably 9 months.
No,
this point.
what hasn't
That's
been
great,
that long?
Well
man.
done, dude, man. Well done, dude.
Or are you vaping?
Yeah, I've got some vape here. Yeah,
Okay.
I got the vape, but yeah, the regular cigarettes though, man, that's tough.
My best friend, he's got some headphones, and I don't want to call them headphones.
You know,
I like
I think I'm
earmuffs
lucky.
from back in the day.
So carry on, bro.
But you can talk back and forth through them. Like there's no microphone or anything like that, but you
Really?
can talk back and forth. But you can shoot, big guns and.
And it still handles it. Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Manly, you smoke? You doing that too?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to for pain relief and sleep.
Yeah.
I haven't. To be honest, with what my honest opinion, I haven't wanted to smoke for over 2 years. I was in the process of quitting before all my medical shit happened.
Yeah, anyone else in this chat smoke except for Chris? You guys smoke?
Nope.
No, I don't.
I chew.
All
Recent
right.
development.
Billy, you still smoke the goats?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, smoking. All right.
Like a chimney.
Yeah, the only issue I have with cigarettes, and I mean, I like smoking, really. Nice Marlboro, or what do you guys get in England? Birmingham and wherever you are, Billy. You get like Marlboro, or you got the English?
Yeah, we got Marlboro. They're one of the more higher end priced brands.
What do they cost in England?
Like you're looking at around £10 for a pack.
£10 for a pack of cigarettes?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
$20. Holy
that
shit.
reduces-
$20 here.
That equates to what, like $7, $7.50 a pack. Here
I think
in
it's
the
more than
US.
that.
No, yeah.
No, I think it's the double. It's
Yeah,
like
you're
twice as
looking
much.
more at like sort of like $14, $15.
Yeah.
A pound. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's $17.40 for a pack here in Canada.
$17.40 in Canada. Okay.
Yeah, and it depends on where you go because it could be up to $23.
Yeah. It's not, and that do they still have the lungs and shit and all the death?
You get all sorts of
Yep.
like long ones, short ones, meat. You get blue capsule, you get green, you get all sorts of like light, smooth. They fuck around with all these sort of names and you don't know what's in them, and they're all I don't know if you've got this, they're all packaged in the same kind of package, so they all look identical.
I mean, what's your favorite, Billy? Well, I mean, what do you like to smoke?
Well, if money was no object, I suppose Benson and Hedges would be like a nice kicker.
Benson and Hedges, okay.
But for a long time, I was going with what's called Pall Mall. It's just economics. Yep. But even they have gone up. So I'm now recently switching over to, I think they're called Chesterfield. And
Chesterfield, yeah. Yep.
I've got a couple of different, like I've got a red pack and a blue pack, and I'm trying to like which one is actually the light version. Because along with the packaging all being identical, they removed the amount of like nicotine and tar content on the packaging, so you don't know how potent the cigarettes are.
So I mean, you're smoking American cigarettes, though? I thought the Brits did cigarettes. No?
Do we?
I thought so. I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they
I don't know who makes the bloody things. They're probably from the factory.
No, I didn't know we could grow tobacco in the UK, you know.
Well, I mean, when we were a colony, a Manly, we sent tobacco over to England.
So Brother Johnny Midnight.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I heard you
Johnny.
talking about audio, and then I was like, "Whoa!" So you actually had Hamster. You had a pair of Sennheisers that shit in bed, eh?
Yeah, just went to hell. Yep.
Oh, what brand are you using now? You said the Austrian ones. Is that?
This is the AKG K701.
Oh, I've got AKGs. I've got
AKG.
AKG. Yep. I've got AKG monitoring. So I'm actually recording some stuff right now, and I'm using those because they have a very flat sound. That's great.
Oh yeah, it's very flat.
You want them to be flat so you can actually put the bass and all the boost and equalize it.
They're they're monitoring headphones, so when you get the stuff recorded, then you can mix it a little bit better. But
I think
for this stuff, since my brain, you have the white ones? Are they?
No, mine are black. Mine are metal.
Okay, wow, Mr. Posh.
I think I paid a lot for these. Hold on, let me see which ones I've got exactly. I'm gonna get onto my dealer and see what they are. Hold on.
My dealer.
I understand none of that shit.
These are.
I got these things that are on my ears.
Yeah.
They make me hear real good.
I've got the.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm taking a look for it. Yeah, these ones are the K702 open back studio headphones.
Yep.
Is that what you have? The 702?
The 701s, but the earlier version, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't even know if they still they have the silver 701 open backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually yours is a little bit pricier than mine.
Really?
So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yours is $499 in the US, mine's $389. But
you cheap ass fuck.
I am. I'm so fucking cheap. It's disgusting. I record on a budget. I rock a Kano. Yeah. But
just as a notification here, guys, the lightning storm that we were supposed to get yesterday is apparently showing up like a day late. Just in case we lose power here. It could happen. This place sucks for losing power.
Do you have batteries? What are you doing? Well, you have nothing like that in Canada, for God's sake.
Dude, we're out in the fucking outskirts of fucking Canada, for Christ's sakes.
I mean, even we can barely get phones. Bachelor up in Denmark has backup. I mean, what are you talking about?
We barely have phone service out here.
You're oppressed.
Yes, we are. We are. We're not even 10 kilometers away from a town, like an actual city, and we still can't get phone service out here, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. And he's got to hide his guns now as well.
Yeah, what guns?
Who told they don't have those in Canada. That doesn't mean.
Yeah, you don't get shit now. You get like 5 shots and boom, you're fucking done.
His guns fell over the boat when he went fishing.
That's right. Yeah. Mine too. I was, fishing in the ocean and boom, just went away.
It
It's one of the
happened.
dangers of living by the Mississippi. Boom, guns
Yep.
go in the water. It's just
Yeah.
like how it is.
That's
you know?
correct.
Crocodiles
Now
don't like guns,
Bachelor's
man.
surrounded by frickin' sea, so a Dane cannot keep their guns. It's insane.
I know. In about
What
50
guns?
years, in 50 years, you better watch the crocodiles coming out, an army of crocodiles with AK-47s and shit.
Oh my
It'll
God.
be like Arnold
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger crocodiles.
Yeah.
coming
We
out.
have
Yeah,
what?
yeah. They'll
Started
take Canada back, man.
They've
Oh,
evolved. from-
Crocodiles,
here.
they're not gators. No, we got what 7 people here. What do the meat shelves look like in your local stores?
No
Empty.
chicken. No
Empty.
chicken.
No problem here in St. Louis. All kinds of meat. It's just expensive as hell, though.
The kid's mom just came from the store. She spent $150 in 3 bags of groceries, and she said the fucking shelves are almost empty and the meat
Really?
is all gone.
Canada.
That's how it's
Okay.
been.
But
It's looking like that here too. Like
that's-
we have 2 grocery stores. We have a Save-A-Lot, which is your cheap store where you go to get your shit, and then there's a place called Needler's, and that's where everything is really expensive, and they are stocked up, but everything is so expensive. I wouldn't buy it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Angler? Here's one thing to think about. Okay, when in the 1930s, 1929, regular people didn't start feeling it until 32 or 33, when the Great Depression really fucking hit, right?
Yep.
Think of it this way. Imagine you're buying a jar of Smucker's strawberry jam. It's probably about $3.49 right now, which I think is a lot, right? Imagine if they jacked that price for a jar of Smuckers to $25 a jar. And it was such a commodity that the grocery store actually had it locked behind a cabinet. You had to ask for it by name. That's what my dad had to grow up with. That's what my grandpa and grandma did.
Yeah. Pleasant
He was
times,
born
weren't
in
they?
31. Yeah, and we're looking at that shit all over again.
Yeah.
They
With
ate cabbage. They ate potatoes.
I love cabbage and potatoes. I got nothing against those 2.
Every fucking night though. I mean, for
Well,
10 years,
well,
I don't know.
There's a reason why I
Okay.
expanded my garden, right? And I added in literally as hundreds of more fucking plants than I needed. Because
Yeah, and good thinking. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I need it. You know what I mean? What if my fucking neighbor's kids need it too?
I got peppers and tomatoes growing right now, but I mean that's about all I have the space for. I own the structure, but not the land. I only get a little strip. Yeah, I know.
I hear that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we've got Riggs who's looking to do it out of like pots and stuff as well, and you can do quite a bit of growing out of even pots.
That's what I've been thinking about. I'm in a goddamn apartment, but I miss having a garden. But yeah,
Have you ever thought about doing a hydroponic bed if
Yeah.
you have the room?
I've
I'm
not.
not talking about weed. I'm just talking about crops.
No, I know what you're talking about, but no, I've not thought about that.
It's something. It's an option you could do. People like in New York and San Francisco and all those goofy places. They do that a lot for their macrobiotic food. They grow legitimate crops for one person at a time, or however many occupants they have in that place hydroponically.
Sure.
Oh, and by the way, Angler, the sex robot thing that I sent, it is not like anything perverted. It's funny. It makes fun of sex robots. It's like,
I know, bro.
Okay. But that's
Holy
always an option.
shit.
Just get some grow lights, man. Get a bed. You could use it as
A lot of people.
yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. As a matter of fact, considering the space that I do have, I got one whole room devoted to a studio. The other one's a bedroom. The living room, I never have visitors, so maybe I should put a grow bed in there.
No, you're right. I could do a couple pots of tomatoes and jalapenos and some herbs.
Well,
Super easy to make.
Here's the thing you need to remember about peppers, right? Is they
Yeah.
take a long time to grow. So when you want to start peppers here, if you wanted to grow peppers and have actual nice sized bell peppers for the end of the year, you have to start your plants inside in December.
Oh, I'm talking about jalapenos. And once they sprout, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I've grown them
Yeah,
before.
see, I've
Cayennes
had
are
mine
like
going
that.
for a while.
Cayennes are like that, but at the same time, they take a long time to fucking mature.
Look at what
to where they
Hemi's
start
got.
giving you fruit.
There you go.
Guys, put one of these in your apartment. You got your lights, you got res, everything.
Yeah, towers.
You're all
There you
set,
go.
right?
Yeah, grow
Here
tower.
we go. Here we go.
And you can expand these out to big sizes, small sizes, like whatever you got room for.
We got them outdoor too, as strawberries and whatnot.
Yeah, there's the larger ones.
There you go.
The large ones.
Right.
There's like 7 of them all over the house, plus the garden outside, the conventional garden, right? But these are any time we grow all winter long, pulling lettuce off these things, and they're great.
Yeah.
Hemi, how much is one of those towers cost?
Holy
Build
Give me
it.
2 seconds.
No, Bill. Yeah,
thing.
good.
Honestly, you can hack this, make your own. All you need is a little pond pump.
PVC.
That's like the only shit you really got to buy. The rest of this stuff you could salvage off a building site, really.
Hemi, there are things that I want to say right now, but I'm going to bite my tongue and save that for between you and I. Holy shit.
Well,
What is that?
It's cannabis sativa, my friend.
What is that?
Oh,
Well, human undead chronic. Yes,
Please
sir.
explain to me what is this plant you speak of? What is it used for? Seasoning?
What?
What the hell did I just do?
It's food. Don't you know he's growing food?
Oh, sorry, I fucked up. I don't know how to work this.
Okay, dinner's ready, guys. I gotta hop back out. Carry on. Bye.
All right, brother.
But look, Angler, check out the space that you could go ahead and put that into a corner somewhere, get it lit up properly,
That's
and
your last hamster?
boom, you got some food growing. There's
Yeah.
Billy though.
Did we
wanna go
lose
back to-
hamster or did I kick him
oh,
out?
he left. Hemi, where are you?
Gone.
He went to eat supper.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think we lost hamster, or I kicked him out when I accidentally opened up and closed the thing for Hemi because I kicked him out too.
Johnny Midnight, I know. I can go out and grow it and
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's something everyone can do. They can buy beans and seeds and sprouting foods and sprout them.
Yeah.
And what they do, anybody can do this. Just get a jar, put them in water, and keep replacing the water until the sprouts. And even soy sprouts. When they sprout, it changes the molecular structure of the estrogen changes, so you don't get the same effect. It's actually good for you. So when you sprout seeds, it makes things a lot more bioavailable, and everybody can do it. I do it. Sprouting, look into it.
Doing sprouts
Yeah,
at home or micro gardening, whatever they call it. Like
And cress and stuff like
it
cress
takes a
and
lot of
stuff.
seed, right? But at the same time, it is
You get a lot
something
of
quick.
food back.
Yeah, you get it
a lot of
quick.
food back. You know, you get a jar. You get a jar of foods, and you've got something like a week full of food once it's done.
Depending on how much you do, but no, probably not a week.
Well, it depends on how much I only eat one meal a
Yeah.
day, so you know I don't eat much. So
I mean, downstairs in my downstairs area where I put all my starter seeds and stuff, things that need to be started inside. Like I have racks, right? So rows of them. And each one of them has a couple of small LED lights that are just attached to this standard fucking steel rack.
Yeah.
Right. And if I wanted to do sprouts, I mean, I can do sprouts, but you need a fuck ton of seeds. So if you're going to like these bulk stores and you find dry seeds of these kinds, whether it's
buy loads of them,
beans or what's the other one? Chickpeas is really popular. Like
they're good.
Yeah, those big
lots of
bags are
protein.
super fucking
Yeah.
cheap.
Chickpeas
Super
can
cheap.
replace a lot of different foods
Yeah.
if you mash them up and fry them right. You know, I mean,
Did you know it's got 7 times more protein than red meat?
Well,
Chickpeas.
here's a lot of things you don't
Pound.
people don't know that your chickpeas, especially when they sprout and you cut off the sprout, the seed is still there. Like the majority of the mass that was in the seed is still there. So you cut those off, you can leave your roots on. You wash those up, you eat them too.
Yeah, you know what? The great thing about chickpeas too is they're still keto friendly. I mean, like not super friendly, but they are pretty low in carbs.
Oh, and you can make hummus from them.
Yes.
And, have you ever had a hummus pizza? Oh,
I have.
my
I have.
God.
Fuck yeah, my manly. They are.
I've never had hummus pizza, but I do love me some good hummus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hummus pizza is the shit.
Have a
Put it
hummus
on
pizza.
non-bread.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have
basil, man. Oh God.
I have a little garlic hummus cracker combo that I take in my MREs and stuff when I go fucking camping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good spread, man. It is good spread, and it's very filling. Very filling.
Yep.
Hey, which of you boys have a Discord? Because I'd like to get on there and maybe we could trade some recipes on things. Because right now,
Shinobi's got his Discord.
Yeah,
Are you on there?
I'm more plant based, but I'm more, I like my diet and shit. So
I'm on there. Yeah.
I'm very new to Discord. I'm trying to set it up. The only person I have right now is Hemi, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not up to speed on how the stuff goes.
Don't worry about it, Angler. I'm gonna go ahead and post my Discord in the chat, and then any of you boys can go ahead and join me. I would like that. I'm 1522.
You motherfuckers, you're making me hungry.
See, like,
oh, look at that!
Unlike most sprouts, where you just cut off the top sprout and the rest goes basically in the compost, the chickpea you can use the whole fucking thing.
It's almost like a renewable resource, yeah.
Yeah, you can cut off the sprout once they get to like this height type of thing, and your chickpeas on the bottom still kind of look exactly like this.
Father Saunders is going to teach us how to have fresh butthole from an ass garden.
Oh, fuck.
Hail Saunders!
I think this one was done with a little bit of dirt in it, so I probably wouldn't use those. But yeah, it's sort of the same thing. Don't eat the dirt. You don't need to have dirt to grow these.
Good.
Yeah, like that.
Don't flirt with dirt.
Yeah. So if you grew out your tops, right, to where they were the size for just taking the tops, you're still left with that whole mass of chickpea in the bottom. And it's still nutritious.
And with them as well, if you want to improve your diet and stop eating crisps and potato chips, if you put them over there,
right,
you can actually cook these into like a nice little crisp ball, and they're a very healthier alternative to get off that. Because a lot of when you get addicted to foods, lots about texture, taste, and that crunch, and that's part of the texture. And so, crunchy chickpeas is a great way to get you off crisps. Put a bit of paprika on them or some cayenne pepper, or
what Amanda is talking about is chickpeas are basically it's the soy for non-soy boys.
Yeah.
You could fucking forge it into anything you want to eat. You could put it into crisps. You could actually even mash them up and then get them fried up into French fried if you want to. That would be kind of tough to do, but if you do actually bind it well and then get it together and fry it up, boom, you have fries. You can, of course, make hummus. You could mash them up. You can mash them up with other different types of legumes and things like that. Still keep it low carb too. Yeah, there you go.
Well, I'll say one thing right now. Price is a factor, and
that's another thing. When you buy these peas and beans in the bulk stores where restaurants go to shop, you buy massive bags of fucking everything for like $10. Like, seriously, guys, I'll have to fucking get some pictures or something. But like what you buy in like your Walmart in these smaller bags for like $5 to $6, you can go to one of these bulk stores and buy fucking 10 times the amount for $5 more.
I'm curious about that. Yeah.
I'll try to pull up the place that I go shopping here. And I mean, it's for everybody. Everybody can go there, but it's just most of the restaurants do shop there as well, right?
But yeah, even when I was anyway, even when you're making money, it's expensive to eat healthy. And then sometimes things can happen and it's not very easy to afford these things. So,
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, buddy.
Yeah. When I'm
Canned
struggling in the
soup
bread
and-
line, I always fall back on the pastas and rice and stuff because
Jesus
they're
Christ.
always nice and
Hold on.
cheap.
Well, I'm gonna mute this. Don't kick me off. I'm gonna mute it.
Yeah.
Gotta deal with the boy.
Hey, Single Town Bachelor, thanks a lot for following me on Discord. Great, awesome, great Denmark.
welcome.
Are you in Aarhus or?
Yep.
I guessed it. Boom. And I guessed a Manly Loads accent when I met him on Good Mothers. I said, "Is that a Brummy accent?" He's like, "Yes, it is." I was like, "Yeah, I was right." So.
I cannot find any of these large fucking bags on their website.
I guess you were from Aarhus because you said that you were not in Copenhagen, so I figured I'd just try the next biggest city over. So.
Well,
lucky guess.
it says on each and every video I make, it's in this description of it.
Is it okay?
Yep.
Okay, my
So,
bad. I'm totally
it's no secret. So
okay. All right.
no.
Do you find that living in Denmark, it's actually kind of tougher to get because of like Janteloven and all that kind of stuff? That's more difficult to make connections with people. Do you feel atomized or isolated there?
I'm an old fucker. That means that I'm 55 years old. So
okay.
Oh, hey.
So what?
I'm just gonna share a screen with you guys here.
Okay.
So this is the place where I go shopping for all my pizza stuff and everything. These fucking hash browns are fucking amazing, and for that box being at $12, it lasts forever. There's like 70 fucking servings in that for an individual to have hash browns. But
holy moly,
yeah, dude, and it's like this is just 20 kilogram bags, right, of everything. I'm trying to find where they have like peas and stuff, but all your pastas and everything you buy on the fucking cheap, dude, dirt cheap, because you're buying so much of it. I mean, pastas and stuff don't go bad as long as you store it properly, right?
That's right.
Right. And you can have it in a bag that is what is it? It's take out the air in it.
Well, this is a smaller bag, I think, or maybe it's the bulk one. But yeah, $18. This bag is fucking huge. Like, the large flour bags?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's what I'm talking about size. You can buy all the peas and beans and fucking pastas all in bags that size for like $10. You know what I mean? I understand you have to figure out what to do with it, but that's how we do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how we do. And yeah, I buy my garlic butter in buckets.
If you grow your own potatoes and tomatoes and whatnot, you could go ahead and make your own sauce, just as long as you have the spices and things to make it a little bit savory.
Yeah.
If you get enough rice, you can make your own milk as well. So you don't need to get dairy or anything. If you buy yourself one of those milking packets, you can actually milk rice and create your own milk. It's a bit oily.
9 kilograms.
It's nice.
This is the boxes of Sunspun pastas that I buy, right? And this is
sauerkraut.
But dude, this box is huge. You know what I mean?
Like, Manly, how much rice does how much rice would you need to use to yield any kind of milk? It's got to be a lot, wouldn't it?
I haven't actually looked into the rice. I know you can do it with rice. I've only seen it done with nuts. So I know you can do it with rice because I drink the milk myself. So and it's all I can say is the rice milk's the nicest one I like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to get a video for you guys when I go through the store. These prices are not even accurate on some of this stuff, but yeah, buying it this way, like, fuck everything.
Look at maple syrup,
mung beans, right? Like To buy a
Mung
fucking
beans.
can, yeah, to buy
Mung
a
beans.
can of mung beans is like $6 goddamn, but you can buy the whole fucking 5 kilo or 1.8 kilogram bag for fucking $5.
Mhm. Sprouted mung beans are actually a superfood.
I haven't tried it.
Hmm
No, I
But
have not tried that.
This is the way to shop, man. If you want to fucking do stuff for like any kind of long-term storage, this is the way to do it.
Don't you guys
This is
have
the
to
way.
call? Oh, I'm
This is the
sorry.
way.
Huh.
Well, don't you guys in Canada have to call macaroni and cheese Kraft dinner because there's like no milk in it?
We don't have to call it that. Here, this is a bag of chickpeas, $5. That's only for the
1.8
small bag.
Yeah, 1.8 kilo.
Yeah. So a can, right? Like a can of soaked chickpeas, I think is like $4. Well, you can buy a whole bag. This is about fucking 20 cans worth.
I get a can of organic chickpeas for 67p, I think.
Organic chickpeas for 67
Yeah.
cents.
Yep. 60 pence for, I think it's 300 grams.
Nice.
That's like not even quite $1 then.
Black-eyed peas
Nope.
or beans. This is how I fucking shop all the time. This is why when I go shopping, I come home with a trunk load for $150. When she goes shopping, she comes home with 3 grocery bags.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, man, I know I'm going to use it eventually. If I buy something that's got a shorter shelf life, right? But I've got now like fucking 4 kilograms of it. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty common meal, right? But it got to the point where I was like, fuck it, I'll just start selling it. So that's one of the reasons why I got into that.
I'm just so happy.
Oh.
I'm speaking with men that
Oh.
think alike.
I didn't catch up on that.
Shopping
Hold on.
with women is a nightmare.
Yeah, brother.
Isn't it though? Oh God.
You're buying and reselling food.
Well, yeah, I started a fucking restaurant out of my house.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Aloha snack bar.
I learned how to make dough properly, right, for pizza. And although that was what I started with, I played with it a lot, right? So I had so many pizzas around that fucking we couldn't eat them all here. So I had to start like giving them away, right? And eventually I got good at it, and I was like, okay, well, no more freebies. Now you got to buy it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you know what, guys?
Now buy it.
Yeah. When I stopped making pizzas here a couple months ago, we went out and got some at Pizza Hut.
Oh God!
Okay, I was charging $20 for a 4-topping pizza, right? That was 14 inches. I went into Pizza Hut and we got 1 pepperoni and mushroom pizza. It was $53 fucking when we got a
my
Pepsi.
God!
Wow.
53. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Like, I used to get free pizzas from Pizza Hut. My ex worked there.
Yeah. Like, fuck, this is how I buy my spices and everything, man. It's cheap as fuck.
That is insane, though.
I bet that pizza wasn't really even that good, was it?
It wasn't, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like Pizza Hut, right? I don't mind Pizza Hut, but I was just amazed, dude. I was like, $53
for this.
I threw on a Pepsi because that's the $3. So this pizza's $50 fucking dollars.
That's
What?
criminal. It's criminal, dude.
Dude, it's like fucking, dude, that's $6 a slice.
Wait, was it a large
Yeah.
pizza, a medium, a small? What are we
It was a
talking?
large, yeah. It's a
okay.
14-inch large, I believe. I believe Pizza Hut's doesn't matter.
That's what she said.
Asher, stop. Your last piece.
All right.
Lord.
Pop goes the weasel.
Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, Pizza Hut's large pizza is 14 inches in
I
12
thought-
slices.
Did I just hear the Roadrunner?
Yeah. Yeah. So I decided.
You classified as human? Negative. I am a mute popsicle.
I just had to look it up and Google what the fucking price of a large or size of a large pizza was at Pizza Hut, and it's 14 inches. So what I was charging $20 for 4 toppings, they're charging $50 for 2 toppings. Let's just say, guys, I don't eat pizza out much. I'll just make my own. I keep
Why
dough,
would you?
dude. I keep dough in the fridge now all the time. So I got some down there now. It's about 4 or 5 days old, which is perfect now for like fry bread and stuff. And once that's gone, I'll make a new batch and throw it in the fridge.
Hey,
And
why eat out when you got the Emperor's oven?
Yeah, fuck
Right.
that. I'll stick my. Well, and if you think about it, like, there's a reason why. Like, there's a list you can look up of most profitable fucking business ideas when it comes to like either a food service or something like that. Pizza's number 2. So it has the highest profit margin for the littlest overhead when it comes to like cost of materials, right? The downside is, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say the downside is that the overhead is based on how much product you have to throw away.
Yep, that's right.
Right.
That's right.
So they don't factor that in. So if you're not moving product and you end up fucking tossing it after a few days, well, now that's gone down the drain, right? So if you can rotate profit, so like these places like Pizza Hut and stuff that really don't keep a lot of product on hand that stays for more than like 2 days,
Yeah.
they make nothing but bank. We're out here. I could make up everything tonight, right? For a week's worth of fucking pizza sales. And after, if it doesn't go at that week, it's all got to go in the garbage. And there's a chance I might not sell one. But then there's other nights where I'll sell like fucking $500 worth. And I can't keep it. I've literally
and the
had.
thing is, you're undercutting places like Pizza Hut and all these other chains.
Yeah.
Or hell, even local.
Well, fuck.
Good.
If I even doubled the price, and let's say I sold the pizza for 4 toppings for $40, I'm still $10 less than fucking Pizza Hut with 2 toppings, right?
Right.
And I wouldn't even give a shit about throwing away my product at the end of the fucking week. I wouldn't give a shit. I'd be like, okay, well, that's part of it. See you later. Out to the compost you go.
Okay.
Right?
It's the compost.
Yeah, I would not give a fuck. If I was charging their prices when I was doing this, I would not have even given a fuck. I
Well,
would have
do
taken
you
full batches
compost
and-
all the dross that you don't?
Well, yeah, but a lot of my products that go bad are meat, right? So my produce I get like every second day. So if I need peppers or onion, well, the onions not as much, but like peppers and stuff like that, it's every second day.
Yeah.
Okay, because they don't last long, and if you cut them up, they really don't last long.
Well,
Right?
talking about management to waste.
Yeah.
Back in the day, when I played music, I waited tables for Olive Garden. I'm sure that at least a couple of you know about that store. And none of that is fresh. Okay, just to let y'all know.
Okay.
We found flies in the salad, and all, the salad came trucked in, you know, and there were flies in it and all that. But anyway, the food,
yummy.
you know, it would come in frozen trays, and they would bake it, and then they would put it on. Then it would go down the cook line. But there would be nights where there'd be a full tray of lasagna, you know, sitting there, and I'm like, can I take that home? They're like, no, we got to throw it away.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? Well, it was company policy.
And
they fucking
and you worked
threw.
there.
Yeah, they threw so much food away that people could have taken home and eaten or given away. It was fucking insane.
See, like what would happen when I was a teenager, I worked at Pizza Hut. They would actually let us have like all the joke pizzas and shit people bought. It was always like full of anchovies, but still, either way, you know, we've got free pizza.
Fucking foods, calories are calories. You know.
Right.
To touch on what you were saying, Angler, and this is a fucking myth that has been believed for years now, and is still believed by a large population of the fucking people out there. if a store that supplies food gives something away, right, they are not held liable for any kind of injuries you suffer from eating their food, no matter what.
That's
because
the thing.
it's not a service.
I want to sign a piece of paper to take home this fucking lasagna.
But that's just it. They still believe. A lot of people believe that even grocery stores that throw out like dumpsters full of shit, that they're somehow on the line if somebody takes it out of the dumpster and eats it. They're not. They're not. There's no law out there against that. It's never been done. They just say it. And it's just something like an urban myth that's been repeated over and over.
That's working with fear, because like obviously the FDA or whatever, the Food Regulation Services, they've obviously come down on a few people after a couple of complaints. So all these CEOs and business owners have tightened all the regulations like an arsehole. Non's arsehole. So it's, instead of thinking about it logically, they've just protected their money.
Well, here's the thing. Under the Charity Act, right? And this is why I use the rules and terms the way I use them when I did my own thing here, right? You didn't actually buy anything from me. You gave me a donation, and I gave you a food product for your donation.
I didn't even.
If you ate it and died because there was peanuts or something on it, tough fucking luck. You didn't buy it from me. It was a donation. It was a gift. I'm not held liable.
At least they could slap you.
And neither are these grocery stores or restaurants. They're not held liable if they give something away. There's no liability there.
Oh my God! Check this out. I just saw a post by Samantha P. All companies do the same, even clothing companies. Luxury brands burn like billions of their own merchandise. What's worse is PetSmart, who throws away live animals.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Isn't
Holy shit.
That is satanic, man.
Samantha P., are you serious? God damn.
Like little kittens and shit. They just like, oh, we can't sell them. They're going to go into the fucking meat grinder.
Did you know over 1 trillion male chickens are killed in a grinder as soon as they're hatched?
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah. Turned into feed.
Male genocide every year, just because they can't offer nothing.
Only male chickens.
Yeah, because the male chicken ain't gonna lay no eggs, and they're in the egg business. So
literally, no word of a lie. Them in the tray. They're all hatched together, and then literally they're just shoved straight into the grinder like that, with the eggshells and everything. It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
Yep, they do that all the time, dude.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, there's only a small percentage that they actually take and use for like, what do they call them? It'll come to me.
Blood meal. They use it for blood meal.
No.
I'm sure they're fucking signed up for something to be able to do that legally.
So a capon is a castrated male chicken.
Oh,
right?
Shit.
Oh.
And a very small percentage of male chickens that are born are used in capons. So the rest go into the grinder and they're turned into fucking feed. Yeah.
At birth.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, it's in almost like, you know how you've heard the stories of like animal byproducts were used to feed these fucking animals that we're now serving to you, right? A lot of those chickens are all fucking put in for animal byproduct feed.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be like more abundant and ghastly here, but in the United States of America, they're ramping up for human males to have the same fate. So,
absolutely.
That's
they're already doing that.
Yeah.
Stop hitting me with that.
Well, it's like Judge Dredd.
Yep.
How so?
They'll recycle you.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
Right. Chris, I'm going to check out for a minute. When I come back, I'm going to try to get back in, if that's all right.
Brother, we're on 3 hours now, and I got to kind of get off here for a bit and have some coffee before Pops comes on here at 5. So he'll be on in like 30 minutes. So I was going to
great.
Yeah, you're like West Coast. I forgot all about that. I thought you were like out in some shitty place like Moose Jaw.
Oh fuck! You all
see y'all there.
All right,
We'll
brother.
see
Thanks
you
for
at
coming on there.
Pops. Okay.
Gentlemen, good to be with all of you. Take care, bro.
Talk to you,
you.
Angler.
Same to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice one, bro.
So, gentlemen, any final thoughts other than donating to the Empire? I mean, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I'd like to add, if you don't know where these companies are actually sourcing the meat, and how do you know? Oh, what's that film now? Summit Green.
Soylent Green. Yeah, yeah.
Soylent Green. Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you don't know where the actual meat is coming from, and if you see my documentary Adrenochrome, you don't know what you're eating. You could be eating some baby meat. You don't know if you haven't sourced the meat.
Yeah.
So,
Very
so I'd
well.
say
Yeah.
start sourcing it with farms and organically, and people you actually see these things grown. And you know you're eating the meat. You know you're eating meat and not human meat. Because and in all these fast food restaurants, even though it's been handled all the processing, they actually said there's 1% human genetics in all meat because of the natural the manufacturing process.
Yes.
So try go local. Try if you do organic if you can. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, if you can get off red meat, maybe go pescatarian. That's a step forward.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not going to go off red meat because I love cow.
But I said that one. I said that one day, and then one day I woke up and I thought I want to be healthy.
No.
And so I said that. I said one day, honestly, in my life, I said I'm a carnivore, and I was born a carnivore. I said that about 10 years ago. So don't put all your eggs in one chicken, Chris.
No,
every day's a new day.
Or
and
one cow.
I don't mind a whole foods diet. I like the whole foods diet, and mostly
Mm-hmm.
what I ate for meat then was like eggs. So that was my meat product, really.
Yeah,
Everything else was
ovo-lacto. Right,
yeah.
right.
Everything else was either vegetables raw or like legumes of things like that. You know,
Mm.
your peas and beans and stuff like that.
Have you heard of a flax egg? That's heavy in omega 6. So no,
Flax,
omega
like
3,
flaxseed.
omega 3. So yeah, flaxseed. Look
Yeah,
into
flaxseed.
a flax egg. Lindsay,
Flax
it's also
egg.
not a flax egg. Yeah, look into a flax egg, and it's high in omega 3. Obviously, flaxes. So that replaces your need for fish.
I like fish, so I don't mind eating
Pumpkin
fish.
Yeah, I
too.
love fish.
Pumpkin seed, and flaxseed replace all the need for meat because they give you all the essential oils. Like, because what you don't realize, people call me, "What do you eat a bird's diet?" I went, "Yeah, because there's loads of essential oils in it that I need." So yeah, I do
Okay,
eat pretty much like a bird.
so this is
Yeah.
just crushed flax egg or flaxseed.
Yep, crushed flaxseed with a bit of
Yeah,
milk. Yeah,
yeah. It makes like a
let it settle
gelatin.
for a bit. Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
and
We
it's
use
a lot
flaxseed.
healthier, hell of a lot healthier than egg.
We used flaxseed a lot as binders, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in our traditional East Coast cooking,
Yep.
flaxseed is used a lot as a gelatin binder.
It's a natural gluten. It's a whole healthy gluten, But it's got no
Ah,
gluten in it because gluten's actually got the genetic structure to be really bad for us. So
brother, the shit that is out there right now that we consume that is bad for us is fucking literally endless.
yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you
We're being fed. We're being fed peon feed, not
Mhm.
food.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
garbage.
if you knew how unhealthy the wheat is they grow the bread with, you wouldn't be eating you wouldn't eat commercial bread. It's horrible.
Well,
No,
It's
because
cancerous.
it is chock full. It's glued together. It's high fructose corn
Yeah, fermented with
starch
sugar.
glued together
You
with
know,
high
yeah.
fructose corn syrup.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
now I don't know about England. You may know they relax their food restrictions just like we do in the States. So, I mean, the shit we're eating here is
No, we were a bit
toxic.
better here. No,
You were
we're actually grateful that we're still in the EU because
okay.
we still go by their regulations.
Okay.
The
oh,
EU's good for one thing is their food regulation policy. It's one thing
Okay.
they're good for.
I'd have some bris, applewood smoked bris. Yeah, baby.
That sounds
I would have to say one of the more disgusting things that I found out about, and I mean it's not even really on the level of disgusting, just fucking completely dishonest, was meat binders. Watching them take these offcuts of meat and turning it into basically like a steak. That was probably one of the more disturbing things I watched.
Weren't they taking like lips and assholes and then
No. They were taking like little offcuts, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
because you can't sell this as a goddamn roast or anything, they would take these little offcuts, right? They'd have it was still lots of meat in it, guys. There's still lots of red meat, but it's all like fucking smushed together.
Yeah.
They add this binder to it, mix it all around, and next thing you know, you end up with a hunk that when you cut it, it's hard to tell the difference between that and just a marbly piece of meat.
But the thing is that the binder is made out of like high fructose cornstarch, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Bet.
It is an interesting fact. You know, the white balls in that processed meat are actually lung bronchi.
The what?
They're lungs.
Yeah, you know the white balls in your meat. You get little white chunks in the meat.
Yeah, you gotta spit them out.
Yeah, that's lung bronchi.
Ew, I thought it was like cartilage.
No, there is gristle in it, but the softer white bits in the meat, that's lung bronchi.
Ew. Well, either way, when I watch these guys take all these offcuts and fucking God only knows where the meat came from parts, and then they turned it into a fucking like big old brisk or a roast.
You'll love a British kebab. That's all that is.
What the fuck did I just eat here? Like I said, some of it is just amazing. Like they can make it look identical. You know what I mean?
Tastes nice and everything. Yeah, with all the chemicals and shit they put in it.
But yeah, this fucking thing was like, it's a binder, and when they did it, like I said, man, I was like, holy fuck, this has got to be like some sort of fucking camera magic or something, right? Nope. They fucking put this shit together, and once it all set up, they took it and sliced that fucking big hunk, essentially, of binded meat and opened it up, and it looked almost identical to what you would see in the store. Almost identical.
Fucking mystery meat.
Well, I mean, it's still meat at least, but they have this binder in it, and I don't know what the fuck is in the binder.
Yeah,
right?
well, I'm thinking, you know what it is? It's probably jellied fat, and then it's and they do bind all types of food stuff together with high fructose corn sweetener.
Transglutamine?
Yeah, man. They
transglutamine, I think,
that into all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Also, sodium ethereobate. You know what that is? That's worm guts. And that binds a lot of processed meat together. So think about that.
Well, here I'll show you what I've found so far. I think
Salted
this is right.
worm guts.
That this is a transglutamine, because I mean, look at how they bonded that stuff together. And I mean, it's in the fucking imitation crab meat, right? But yeah, this is all bonded together with transglutamine, and then they cut it up. That's all little bits.
It's like the cubes in the of meat in the Matrix, where they say, "Oh yeah, it all tastes like chicken."
I swear to God, dude, when the dude cut open this fucking roast, that's kind of what it looked like. Like he had a big layer of fat or back fat in there, just to kind of throw you off when he cut it open like that. And this was all little bits of meat. Deceptive.
You know what, Chris? It makes you wonder whether or not, like, we don't actually have.
Oh, you cut out there, Johnny.
Natural. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we don't have was what we got, and then you cut out.
We don't have enough natural food left, maybe, to satisfy our population. I kind of don't believe that, and I don't either. You know,
I don't think this is just about them cutting their costs, right? I mean, if they had to throw that all out, or say it was only for stew meat or something like that, or grind it up into ground beef, they lose money. But if they can put it together and sell it as a roast or a steak, fuck, they just tripled their money.
Yeah. Okay. So they're just doing it for to up the profit then.
Yeah, up the profit. But if they didn't have this meat binder, you would probably see that ground beef and stuff like that is all cheaper. Because now they have no other use for it other than ground, right? Chucked or whatever you want to call it. Minced. See, I'm diversified. I know 3 different fucking names for ground beef.
There you go. All right. What's Pop going on at 7?
He's going on here pretty quick. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here and get him ready. Let's see.
15 minutes.
Yep. All right, buddy. Thanks for
All right.
having me on.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
coming.
joining my Discord, Singletown Bachelor, and I want everybody to have a great night. See you at
You
top.
too, brother.
Same
All right.
to you.
Well,
All
I
right.
want to thank everybody for coming tonight. It's been a fucking great, long, and interesting conversation.
Fuck
Of
yeah.
course, we had the legendary hamster with us. Although we didn't agree on things, that's cool.
I think I scared him away with my
Probably.
AKGs, my cheap ones. So, all right. I'll see you guys later.
All
Bye.
right, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Later.
Manly and Billy, it's always a pleasure to have you guys on because
Yeah.
you're just the crowning jewels of all this. And Bachelor, I
Bullshit.
appreciate you coming. And I know the time difference is a bitch, dude. So
Hey, that's life. It is what it is, right?
yeah. Well, hopefully this one was a little bit earlier for you.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get any notice, so
There was no notice, guy. It was like 7 minutes from the time I got into StreamYards from when I posted it and we were going live. So
yeah. But
no worries there. No, it
no,
was
I
a good
didn't.
turnout.
Sorry.
It was a good turnout. It
Yeah,
was good.
it was
It's good.
productive.
Yes. Yes. And like I said, if you all want to donate to the Empire, feel free. Feel free. I'll put it to good use. I will conquer these lands. Gotta
Absolutely.
promote that freedom. Fuck. Most people wouldn't know what to do with freedom.
No.
Kind of wondering if, we can we take a blue pill and go back into the Matrix?
Nope.
Is there a mind wipe or something out there? Because I can understand where Cypher was coming from with that. It's like, I don't want to remember shit. Put me back in and hook me back up. Oh, yeah. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
You're
Fuck
silent.
Susan.
Fuck Susan. I'll go with that. Bachelor?
Absolutely. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a second one on that. Billy, if you're still with
No,
us?
you can have it all to yourselves.
Really?
I'll pass.
You don't want to taste?
No, thank you.
Oh.
I'd rather cut off my tongue.
Okay. Well, on that, guys, good night, everyone. We'll see you at Pop Stream.